The life force of your bond. A power like life itself. Unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Dyad in the Force, episode 132. We are back from San Diego Comic-Con to talk about our experiences. We're joined by two special guests as well. And we're also going to be talking about what we learned about Star Wars Outlaws from the developers and meeting them. Choco, what's going on?
What's going on is our fit is collectively amazing.
It is.
I got this too.
Shout out to Roosevelt's for awesome shirts. It was a con exclusive. I also am just, feeling sad because it was just fun. It was just a fun, fast-paced few days that I couldn't sustain because I'm far too introverted myself. So I'm glad it ends when it does. But you still are like, yeah, but I miss them.
Yeah. Well,
also, I had also invited Justice, Jay Likes Comics on, but unfortunately he was not feeling well. Probably same, after con bug or whatnot. So we'll have him on at a future date.
Well, hopefully he feels better. But we are joined today by some guests. We'll start with Hazel. If you could
Hi.
introduce yourself to everybody, let them know what you do and where they can find you on the social medias.
Oh, sure. My name is Hazel, and I go by Das Hazel on Instagram and on TikTok, but with more underscores on TikTok. I cosplay.
Underscore gang.
So many underscores. I mostly do cosplay as well as talk about a lot of fandom and fan fiction. And in my spare time, I've also gone back into crocheting, knitting, and found a place where to finally put these two.
Hence the little guy on top of your head.
Just a sprout. But
How cute.
thank you. That's all I got.
Awesome. And TJ.
Yeah, I'm TJ or Drop It Like It's Hot. Pretty much everywhere except for Instagram, I'm Drop It Like It's Hot. But Instagram, I'm Drop It Like It's Hot.tj because somebody took it and I can't have it. So, and I do a lot of like lightsaber spinning. I'm getting into cosplay, but I mostly do lightsaber spinning. But I'm also obsessed with like creating my own kind of Jedi stories and being super cinematic about it. So yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Are you still doing your readings of the High Republic?
I'm trying. It's just so hard with like con. That was my first real con. So like there was a lot. I tried to make that my cosplay in like 3 months and I should have, there was a lot. So we want to
Wait, that was your first one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? I mean, it was rad.
It was my first San Diego Comic-Con, but
Yeah.
dang.
Well, I did Denver, so I shouldn't lie. I did Denver, but Denver's really small, so it's like it doesn't really compare. But that's the only other one I've gone to.
So for both of you, it was your first San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. What an overwhelming first one.
Yes, it was a lot.
It's funny that like my first San Diego Comic-Con is like in an official capacity. You know what I mean? Like I've never I've never done any of this stuff. I never went to Celebration. I never went to Comic-Con. I never went to any cons. I think I went to OtakuCon, or Otakon in the East Coast once. But ever since I started making Star Wars content, it was just everything has accelerated exponentially. And I've been to Celebration twice, went to London for the first time, and then San Diego Comic-Con. How many San Diego Comic-Cons has it been for you, Hazel?
Since 2005.
Wow, so
So-
many.
That's cool.
That's a lot.
But my family and I, we joke though that, because back then you can still buy your ticket on site. So that's how So even though we've been going for that long, it used to never be that big. We can still park in the parking structure, or we can even park like right by the convention center. You can go out, get food, come back in. It wasn't until 2012 was the first Comic-Con we couldn't get tickets, because that's when it had exploded.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah.
Avengers popped off, and that was a big year for geeks just in general.
It was, but as someone who, this was like my first con ever, like again since I was a kid to now, I was so salty when it got too big. I said no, I want to go, I want my tickets, and we just got lucky. By 2016 we were able to get tickets again, so I did about 4 years of not doing Comic-Con just because it was impossible to get tickets.
I had a similar experience where it was so difficult to get tickets that the first year I moved down here, I just went to meet up with some friends, and I accidentally made it onto the floor, and I don't know.
That's awesome. That's the best stories.
Yeah, there's like a. I was walking around like on the waterfront on the back side of it, and then like
okay.
I was trying to meet up with my friends, and I was like, I don't want to walk all around this stuff, so I like hopped over this like planter, and I started going around, and then there was like a loading dock, and I was like, what? And I went into like a back door, and then I was on the con floor, and I was like,
Snuck in there.
this is weird. But also I'm meeting people at a restaurant, so I couldn't like do anything. I just had to leave immediately, but I still
Was
laughed
the
about
restaurant inside the convention center, or you were just cutting through it?
Yeah, I was trying to cut through to get to where we were going, so I got a sneak peek then, and then after that it was so hard that I had some friends who are on the experience design team, right? So they you end up volunteering for 3 days, but you get the whole pass, and they also do a bunch of events at like, before they open the Comic-Con museum, they would we'd throw dinners and potlucks, and they also give away all the extra stuff that they didn't get rid of at the con. It was a lot of fun.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was gonna say, if it wasn't for our friends, Heroes of the Halcyon, who we went on the Star Cruiser with, like, they just somehow thought of us, and I'm so grateful. And they're like, do you guys want to go? And we're like, heck yes, we do. And so they got us tickets. If they didn't, well, there's no way we would have been able to go, for sure.
I imagine like if Choco were to like wander into a Comic-Con, like the most ridiculous version of that story would be like he wanders into Hall H and Feige is like announcing a new Marvel movie, and he's like, we'd like to introduce our next superhero in phase 4, and then Choco just wanders on going like, where's this restaurant?
And he's captain. There we go.
But
it would feel a little bit like Hazel talking to a random guy like, hey, what do you do? And he's like, yeah, I work at Lucasfilm and the story group. That was funny.
They were kind enough that I was talking to both of them after the Outlaws panel, and we didn't realize that Matt of Lucasfilms was there, and they're like, you want to go talk to him? And I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go talk to him. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll join you guys. But no, thank you guys for doing that, because that was just such a great opportunity to be able to talk to someone who works there, and that was fantastic.
Yeah, shout out to Ubisoft and Massive for bringing us out. They were responsible for our tickets and our hotel room and a bunch of cool stuff. So shout out to Ubisoft, thank you.
And you'll find the more that you hang around the Dyad, the more that you will just meet people in general, because I think for the most part, Choco and I, or Brandon and I still call him Choco after 3 years, we'll just look at people and be like, do you want to meet? and just kind of like shepherd them or herd them into the crowd and be like, hey, this is them, so yeah, start talking to each other.
Yeah. Right,
and it works.
Fans, just having fun,
I mean, this community is so great about that. That's like one of the biggest things about going to these cons is like you are just among your people. So it's like you can just start talking, and usually it's pretty easy conversation for the most part. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
the majority
Oh, yeah.
of people that go to these things are the ones that are actual fans.
Yeah.
Like we said this about Celebration. Like Celebration is like a multi-$1,000 investment. And if you're going to do that, you're not doing that to hate on something. Like you're not going to go to London to surround yourself with positive people and be like, man, sequels are trash, Race Mary Sue. Like those people like to do that stuff where there is no grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's catch up. Obi-Shawn Kenobi, Early Gang, Cycle, Shinobi, hello there. Rams, how's everyone's night doing? Eliana says the AC is out of my apartment, so not well. I'm sorry to hear that. Obi-Shawn also says, my girl TJ, your Ventress is so rad. Speaking of that, let's pull up. Is this a Ventress Talzin? Let me put this up. Is this a Ventress Talzin? Oh, you can't see this. Not in this view. But your picture
On the YouTube stream, we can.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
I'm on your
yes.
Instagram.
Should I just nod and say yes? Okay, yes. It's actually the Mythos Ventress from Sideshow. So
Oh.
yeah.
And then
And it's amazing.
Thank you.
And then we have one with is this your husband?
Okay, I think I need to pull up the
Someone
stream
else?
because I can't see it. So
I just did the exact same thing. I'm like, what are we looking at here?
Yeah,
Oh,
hold on,
your
let me
cosplay
pull
is
it up.
amazing.
thank
You
you
know,
so much.
I really wish he could see it here because I did this for the sake of like guests so that
Of course.
we're not all like exchanging video feeds.
Oh, I
I'm
see it
just
now.
seeing Yeah.
I got it now. Yeah, so that was that's actually like a guest that came up to us that was an amazing, like in the middle, Obi-Wan. But then my husband was like so great and dressed up like Quinlan Boss. But I also made him read Dark Disciple before we left, and he's like, I love Quinlan, he's so great.
Yeah.
So we bonded over Dark Disciple because it was just like those characters also kind of embody our personalities a little bit too. So it was like we couldn't not. It was awesome.
Tell him to DM me. I'm the president of Quinlan Watch, along with Kels and I don't know who else, but we're just always
Nice.
like whenever there's a new project that comes out and they talk about like the story, I'm like, how does Quinlan fit in this?
Yeah, and it's like I was actually surprised how many people, because you don't see Quinlan a lot cosplayed. Like I mean, you do and you don't. Like at the bigger ones, you see a few, but everyone was so excited to see, and they're like, Ventress, Quinlan. Like it was a lot for my first con, and I was like, oh my god.
It's fantastic too.
Yeah.
But not to be left out, we do have Clone Wars Hazel or a Clone Wars Obi-Wan with I guess with the Anakin that you tried to chase down.
We made eye contact and he started monologuing the last of Revenge of the Sith. So I'm like, I have to go, and the police car came by. I did not realize that was there.
It's almost as if that
He
was a
was-
sign, right?
Oh yeah.
Don't
No,
train him.
No, ignore every single red flag. He told me, I saw him the next day, and he said that when he was in downtown as Anakin, a different Obi-Wan cosplayer jumped on top of a car and says, I have the high ground, Anakin, about to fight him in the middle of the gas lamp.
That's
And
awesome.
Crazy.
It's not his car. He has no idea whose car that was, and he's like, as much as he wanted to like reenact it with him, he's like, whose car is that? He's just jumping on things.
Wait, we had a responsible Anakin? That's wild. That's
That's
Right?
like a what if, right? Actually, yeah. Let me ask that question to our panelists. What if Anakin responsible?
What if Anakin responsible?
I mean, there'd be no Leia and Luke probably, because he would have been responsible, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good stuff.
Pinky, I don't know.
sorry. I'm just I'm just picturing Padme's like, "Did you bring protection?" And he's like, "I have my lightsaber right
He's
here."
Shout out to Kenny, Darthman86, member for 14 months. Thank you for your support. Pay writers, pay actors, Union Strong, absolutely. And also, a Mommy Dami cosplayer. Thank you for bringing her to life. Drop it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ventress thirst in the community.
Yeah, you've noticed.
And rightfully so. I'm just saying, I was a child when she stabs the clone trooper and then kisses him, and I was like, achievement unlocked.
Something's happening.
When she started like, being playfully flirtatious with Obi-Wan, I was like, stop it. He's got someone. Stop it.
It's also one of my favorite parts of the book, Dark Disciple, when he's having like the beer with Quinlan, and he's like, you're gonna have to like flirt with her and stuff, and he's like, we're flirting with her while you fight. And he's like, I don't know, man.
He fully admits he finds her attractive, for sure. He fully admits that. So.
He's like, I don't make the rules. You just gotta follow them.
Yeah.
It's not just Ventress, but Marin as well. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah. I am Asian Bad Girl says I hopefully responsible Anakin would have gone to therapy.
Preach. Yes.
I'll send you guys. Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I'll send you this later. There was this great fan art of Obi-Wan in the speeder with Anakin, and he says, "I'm going to take you somewhere," and it's in front of a therapy center, and Obi-Wan says, "Get out." The artwork's done so well. I'll find it.
In my humble opinion, I just think, and we kind of see this in the High Republic, especially with what Cantum Sai says in his story, or in their story, but Anakin was part of the attachment was the Jedi Order. He needed to let go of the Jedi Order, and I still think he should have left the Order and opened up a private security company, and him and Rex would run it, and he would just destroy things, and Padme would have to bankroll it, and there's a whole AO3 fan, fic in there. I'm just saying, if anyone wants to take that, do it.
Yeah,
I was about to say, if I upload that, I'll make sure to credit you as the co-author.
So we usually preface our podcast episodes with this, and I apologize if we did not do this week, but just so you guys know, feel free to interrupt us. And don't apologize for interrupting us, because you are our guests and your takes are more important excuse me, than ours. So if
the same important, let's say.
We're here for you.
Yeah, so if we end up speaking at the same time, we will always shut up. But let's see here.
I'm Asian Batgirl says, my AU Anakin left the Order to free slaves around the galaxy, bankrolled by Padme and Bail. I can totally picture that animated in the style of Prince of Egypt. And I just need Anakin being like, let my people go.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
The musical part's optional.
just make a new Prince of Persia and put Hayden Christensen in the role of that.
I'll watch it. Yep.
Let's see. I actually wanted to. I wanted to comment on what Choco is saying. What would Anakin's PMC be called?
Peace, justice, and security.
I'm so glad you got that. Any other ideas? I mean, I had to see if he got that, because we were trying to Dyad,
Just on the wall would just be the letters, the acronym for I have brought peace, justice, and security. I can see it.
Yeah. Also, TJ, you're also. So where are you guys in your book club? For her.
So we're so far behind, I feel, because we've like fallen back because of life. But don't feel like you can't talk about anything because I'll still be like, don't have to be spoiler free. But we're like here. That's the bottom. So we're like,
Is that Light of the Jedi?
it's Into the Dark. So
Oh,
we're
okay,
still
okay.
like real early. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's fine.
it sucks because like I would love to just blow through all the books, but then I also want to have like my authentic reaction online. So I'm in this like, do I read it beforehand or do I wait sort of thing. So
That's how I feel about anime. Like, should I? Like, I want to just watch some stuff, but I'm like, but I kind of want to talk about it too. You know what you could do though? So, I mean, before you were reading it live in your lives, right, out loud. But if you change it to a video series, you can record them as you read them and release them at a slower cadence.
I think that might be, especially because like I've been super lucky and I'm super grateful that my follower count has been growing. So I feel like the whole like getting myself out on live isn't as necessary now. So maybe that's probably, and with two people it's hard too because you always have to with different time zones and like making sure everyone's not busy. It's crazy. So I definitely think we need to do a video series.
Yeah. Hazel, I know that we spoke not at length, but during Comic-Con. Are you what's your status on High Republic?
Oh, have not read it. I took the posters from the free booth at Comic-Con, and that is as far as I got.
They're pretty. You have to admit, they're pretty. The visuals are gorgeous.
Yeah,
I have a couple
it looks
of
pretty.
posters.
Yeah.
I might give them away. Give them away. Do you guys want posters? I just have them.
I already took so many, but thank you.
Took so many, I'll take one. Shoot. You give me the posters now.
I took nothing. I literally was so stressed about my cosplay. I was trying to like walk and not hit anybody, and like I think I bought two things, and it was an Empire jacket, which I would never buy because I'm always like light side Jedi stuff, and I was like, I need to have this jacket, and I was just panicking. So I didn't get anything from the
All right,
con.
let's take a look real quick.
When we got there, sorry, you're showing them.
That's sick. That's so cool.
I don't think I need that, but that's
You
a
need
good
it?
poster if anyone else wants it.
See
No,
how
I'm
blind I
alright.
am? I'm like, what does that look like?
What about this?
Oh, that's
That's
pretty.
I haven't watched it, so I can't claim anything about that. So
Vision Season 2 is so good.
I'm going to be 100% transparent with everybody. I don't love anime. I don't. And I think it's like my autism. I have autism, ADHD, and it's just the animation style that like really messes with me for some reason. And it's beautiful in pictures, but like I've tried so hard to get into it, and I just can't, and it sucks because I feel left out. But
Let me say this though. That's why Vision. You might want to try Vision Season 2, right? Because anime is like specific style of animation. Vision Season 2 stepped outside of that. So there are 2 episodes that are anime, but they went to people from all cultures from across the entire globe, and so you'll see some. African animation. You'll have there's some incredibles, like the French cartoon one was like so elegant in how it handled motion and all this stuff that you end up finding out like, oh man, there's all this other stuff. I didn't even know this existed,
Yeah, and like no hate against anime whatsoever. It's just not for me. And it's like stop motion is hard for me too. I don't know. I'm so strange, but
No judgment at all.
Well, here's what I'll say. Anime isn't this monolith. So when someone tells me they aren't into anime, I will try to find out what they are into. right?
Yeah.
Because not every anime is a romance story. Not every anime
sure.
is like the young boy with superpowers. Not every anime is like a high school thing. It's like there's adult anime too. There's Vampire Hunter D, or there's adult ones that are very adult themes with very adult visuals. It depends on what you're into. I know. I spoke to Miss Eggy. If you don't know who Miss Eggy is on TikTok, you should be following her at Miss.Eggy. There's only one type or two types of anime she'll watch. Everything else is kind of like bleh. So I mean, if you are willing to give it a shot, I have a recommendation for you. It's a movie, so you don't have to like.
Yeah, I mean, I might get up 1,000 times because I have ADHD, but like I'll try anything. It's just, and I will say there is another point. Like a lot of the anime that I watched, I'm a '90s kid, like, and so it was kind of the older anime that I got introduced to. And I'm not like mega feminist or anything, but a lot of times like the women were perceived as like very sexualized and like very weak, and that was part of like. And I know it's not all like that now, but I think that was my initial introduction to it. So it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth a little bit, because I'm like, women can be superheroes too. Like, we don't just have to have boobs and little waists, like that's not kind of what the anime that I was introduced to. That's kind of the extent of what it was. So I definitely would be interested in seeing some stuff that isn't necessarily that, if that makes sense.
Oh, that makes a ton of sense. And I mean, there are certain writers and stuff that still have that issue. But
and it's going to be there. And I don't like it. People can make it, sure. And other people can like it, but it's just not for me. And it's like, I don't want to judge, and I'm not like, it's just, yeah.
Oh no, and I definitely don't want to. I definitely don't want to make this like a whole like let's jump on TJ about anime thing.
No,
I just want.
No.
I just want to preface this by saying I try to get people into a specific movie or a show, right? Because all of anime is not the same. So if you would like to join the Discord and would like to have a watch along for Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, it's like Victorian-esque vampires, and it's like it's your typical vampire story, but it's an anime, very adult, so it's not gonna have those typical tropes that you would find in like the more teenage animes. But it's a movie, so it's not really a commitment, to say the least. Obi-Shan said that's one of my favorites. Absolutely.
A man of style. Also, I noticed. It feels the same as when people are like, I don't watch Rebels because I don't like the art style, and it's like it hurts me inside because I'm like, it's so rich, but that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Darthman86 says, I've been debating on reading Rise of the Red Blade next, or start the Thrawn series. And real quick, I just had to say either one of those are excellent choices. If you read the Thrawn series, you might get a closer idea of certain things that are coming up. But I also wanted to take another chance to like shout out this book, because
is it good?
There's a lot of there's a lot of love put into this book by the author.
It says cheer.
So I just wanted to read a quick thing. I think we mentioned it last week, but when writing it, Delilah said, I've always felt different. I used to tell my mom I felt like an alien who didn't quite know how to belong. Over the past years, I've learned that I'm not neurotypical. I have ADHD and synesthesia. I'm probably on the autism spectrum. I have anxiety, and PTSD is highly sensitive and is usually daydreaming, either 100% focused or bored out of my mind. And she took all of those feelings that she's felt growing up, that a lot of us who are not neurotypical had, and put them into this character. And so the book is showing like what would make, what if the things that they enjoyed or excelled at were all the wrong things. You know, now don't get me wrong. Becoming Inquisitor is a bad choice. That is always the wrong. That is the wrong choice. And I also kind of fear that people will read it and be like, "See, the Jedi are bad," and you're like, if they're bad, the answer isn't to murder them. That's
They're
you
just
know.
the best at being bad. That's what us non-neurotypicals do. We just are the best at what we do, or we try and be. So they're just the best at being bad. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you feel that way, this might be something that will pique your interest in reading, and you might really connect with the character because of that. But also, Thrawn is always a good read as well.
Yeah. Jackson said, "Rise of the Red Blade is easily my newest favorite book. I love whoever that is, Chris. Way to get the character of your new favorite book wrong." It's Iskat.
You love Icarus?
I thought you were doing what I do when we read out loud, and you just like you look at a word and you're like, and then you just kind of skip over it really quickly. And that's what I do.
Me type
Claudia
fast.
Gray. Well, Claudia Gray like makes you feel like you can't read, because like some of the words that she's made up, even like, and she uses like crazy words, and I'm like, I've never even seen this word in my entire life, and I'm not a stupid person. And I just reading it out loud for the first time, I was like, oh god, I don't know what that says.
You said Claudia Gray, and I need to know, this was my annotation for Master and Apprentice as I was going through it, just to both to get the lore of Star Wars, but also I was like, wait, let me go back to that at some point. But that was just for that.
That's what the Kindle version looks like.
That's how I feel about James Luceno as well. It's like parts of it read like you picked up a middle school social studies book, but all this stuff, like, it always pays off in the end, and it ends up being much better for it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Have you guys both watched Rebels? I know, Hazel, you said
Of course.
there was an upper
Yes.
limit. Okay.
I'm halfway through season 4, but then I was spoiled immensely of the endings, so I have not gone back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who
And
did that to you? That's so mean.
It was both TikTok that did it to me, but then also at the con, someone was just talking, and they were like, they said spoiler of the ending of Rebels, and I was like, oh yeah, the thing I was trying to forget, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be like, I didn't watch it. So.
The first
sorry to
season,
hear that.
it was really hard for me to get into for the first season. Like, I don't know why. I just, like, it wasn't catching me. And then the second season came, and I was like, oh, this is a good show.
Yeah, season 2 I binged, like, I think in just 2 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how we do it.
Well, real quick before we get into the Rebels Real Fans Would Know segment, also, if you guys have time today, because we usually also play Pictionary at the very end.
Yes.
Oh, I got time.
Awesome. Let's talk about something else from Comic-Con. The Outlaws. The Outlaws experience. Now,
Yes.
I've seen TJ's. I've seen Choco's, because we kind of...
We also.
We tried to diet it. Yeah.
I saw your guys. It was hilarious. I laughed out loud.
Did you get one,
Oh,
Hazel?
the on the bike.
The speed
Yeah.
bike, yeah.
I did. Yeah, actually, let me send that over to you. Let me turn on my Wi-Fi. I did go on it. And I posted it on my Star Wars Twitter, and my friends were just like, "What are you doing? Where are you?" I was like, don't worry about
Like,
it."
I'm a professional stunt woman now. You didn't know? Like, this is my side job.
Exactly.
actually.
I said at that point, like, I'm just here looking for the free poster, and then getting the second poster, which I found out later on, like, we didn't even need, oh, there we go. There it is. And my sister refused to do it with me. She recorded me on the side.
I liked the recording, like, our friend recorded us when we were going on it, and I liked that recording better, so that's the one I posted, not the one, like, actually from the front, because I was like, like it's making the ugliest face in the front way, but like for some reason the other one looked great. So I was like,
Right.
He was like, "Don't look at me straight on."
Yeah,
Just...
no, this was not. And I was like so excited. And I used to ride dirt bikes, so I was like doing everything that you do when you ride dirt bikes. So
I almost
That's
fell
cool.
off too when I got off because I didn't see the extra steps. So I'm like, oh, day 1 and have an accident there, or day 2, whatever day I did it.
One of my favorites though had to be Alex from Star Wars Explained. When he got on, he didn't see that there was a little timer, so he rode for like a few, and then and just like, all right, I'm done, and just like gets off. And it was like, all right, this is beneath me now. Like, yeah, it was had attitude.
Whoops.
But how excited are you guys for the game? I know, Hazel, you were at the panel. TJ, do you game at all as well?
So I do, and I waited until we got back from Star Cruiser because I knew like Star Jedi Survivor came out like a week before, and I was like, I can't touch it. I cannot touch it because I know that I will have no life. So I waited. And I didn't look at any social media because I didn't want any spoilers. And I literally closed myself in the living room with headphones on and was like gross and like beat it in a week-ish. And I did not stop playing it. Like I was disgusting and it was great.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Especially with that game, because like it gets to a point where you think you're at the end and it's not the end.
So many times. And I was like so emotionally prepared for it to be over. And I'm like, oh, there's more.
Keep vamping, Choco. I'm trying to get this to work.
Okay.
But yeah, that's I mean, that's exactly how I felt. I was fortunate enough to be able to the EA let me play it and like have it a bit earlier, and so I'm just sitting on all this information as my mutuals and stuff are like playing it, and they're like, yeah, I really like this boat guy and stuff, and I was like,
I know. And I remember
This does
seeing
not
you
bode
playing
well.
it early, and I was like, sorry, like I support you and I support your TikTok, but like I cannot watch this, my friend. Like you are gonna spoil everything, and I can't.
That's fair. I did not spoil anything though. I very
you were great.
made clear.
Yeah.
It was awesome. No, I used to play games a lot, but it's hard because then you get sucked into a game, and then it's like you don't. Especially with narrow, spicy people, we just want to like.
Oh,
that's
it
all we
becomes
wanna do.
everything.
Yeah. And you like go to sleep, and then when it's over, you don't know what to do with your life. You're like, oh God, what do I do now?
But I'm
That's
excited to do that again with Star Wars Outlaws. I'm curious if you guys, one of the questions that we got to talk about with the developers was, why is that droid so hot? Like, what happened? I'm curious how you guys feel about that.
I'm gonna say this as wait, are we allowed to curse here?
Yes.
I'm trying to like censor myself. Okay. As both an alien, a monster, a droid fucker, I didn't understand the appeal this time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, all right, I've seen whatever. And then when I saw the whole internet thirst thing, I said, I don't know, guys. I watched CP30 strip before, and I think that has something going on there. So
in the 03 version where he's like, look at my new gold plating, and you're like, why did they is there a saxophone playing? What is this?
There's a saxophone.
Am I missing some part of the internet that I need to see?
I'll find it for you. But yeah, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, like it's both that, but also, have you guys heard or seen the Empire Strips Back, the burlesque show?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Okay, They were in San Diego earlier this year, and so my friend and I went on a whim, and it was the best show I have seen of Star Wars. And there was, like, not to spoil the whole thing, but there was a CP30 stripping with all the... I want to say they were Jawas, like taking out the piece by piece to reveal like a
were
light
the Jawas stripping too?
The Jawas did not strip.
Okay,
but I did see like a sexy Jawa that was at Celebration that like I was like, that is awesome. Like, I think that's so cool if you could like make something not sexy in a tasteful way. Like, I think that's really cool. So I would be down to watch that for sure.
Right?
I'm just picturing a Jawa taking off the robe and it's like ripped and stuff under, and you're like, what?
It would just be hair, though, wouldn't it? Isn't that what they said in Mando?
Yeah, furry. Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, Chewbacca and Han were also stripping on that show. They were fantastic. The person who was in that Chewbacca costume, shout out to them. I don't know how they did that because Han. And
Chewbacca's
Chewie-
always naked.
Like, do they just like he's like, ooh, so spicy now. Like,
Han did. Chewie was just there like as his hype man, but Chewie was going hard. They were doing a lot of hard music for Han and Chewie. I thought, oh my god, are they breathing? Like, how much water are they going to take after this scene?
it's kind of like Mos Eisley was, I guess. Like, people were pretty crazy. I don't know if did you guys come to Mos Eisley?
I wish. I was bummed, but yeah, it was. Yeah.
Really? Dang. Yeah.
Next time there is one, though, I will be there. Also, side note, because I found out, Matt Martin is also an emo kid, just like we all are. And then after finding out what your husband does, TJ,
yeah,
they need to meet because Matt Martin is obsessed with getting more and more Star Wars tattoos. And after seeing the work your husband does,
ooh, yeah,
they would fall, out of his chair.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys make the connect, Paul's always happy to talk to people. It was so cool, actually, this year. I'm going to braggadocious a little bit about him, but he met Brendan Wayne, who is the stuntman for Mando, and he made a post about Paul, like not just like a story. He made a post about Paul, was like, this guy's doing my next tattoo. So I'm like fangirling at home, like, oh my god, because I didn't get to go to that con, but yeah, that's kind of why. And I think that's like a cool thing to say now. It's like, I don't talk about my relationship that much because on my TikTok or anything, because he has such a big following. So I'm like, I don't want to ride his coattails. And so like, if we can kind of just bring our like two Star Wars communities together and have like a super community, that's kind of what I wanted to do. So
yeah. That's what the Dyad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see if I can't make this work. Let's see.
Yes, so good.
I love it.
Oh, there it is.
Music in there or the sound.
Oh, the sound's in there, all right.
Your hair, it's perfect. Like,
Thank you. That was actually a wig. I'm so surprised that stayed on.
no way.
I don't use that as like a membership gif.
Oh, please do.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was that experience was a lot of fun. Thanks to Ubisoft for that.
I did find out that they actually do have a wall in their office, and they're in Switzerland. I can't remember, but they have a wall where they keep fan art that people have, and there is another section of the wall that's like cordoned off because they've also found a lot of spicy droid art online.
I'm not looking for it, but I've never seen any of this. Like, am I just that naive? Like, I haven't seen any of it. Don't send it to me, everybody. I don't want it. I don't want it.
There's a delineation where like I am aware this exists. I know where it could be found. I prefer to stay on this side, and it's in my little safe spot. But every now and then, you peek behind the curtain.
Before I got into Star Wars, had no idea any of this existed. When I got into Star Wars, that was the first thing I looked for. I was like, I need to find my people. Yeah.
I mean, like, no hate. Like, it sounds really interesting, but I don't know. It's like one of those things you're like.
Oh, I'm here full, like opening windows, like let me in, please. I'm one of you guys.
What was one of the first AO3 fanfics that we read in Discord? Was it IG and Canderous?
Oh, I don't remember, but I just remember a few times having Sawyer and Discount Bo-Katan just reading stuff live, and I'm just like,
Why?
who's writing about Sice noodles? Like,
If it exists, if it's on the internet, it's going to exist. You will find even when you're not looking for it, it will come up eventually.
You can make a lot of money doing it usually. Like, it just depends on what it is, I guess. But there's always different types for everybody. So
one of the coolest thing though that has come out of the Dyad of making content is we've been able to become friends with a lot of Star Wars authors, and you'd be shocked how many of them. I mean, you wouldn't be shocked, but a lot of them came up writing fanfics, and that's where they got their start. So it's awesome.
I actually wanted to bring that up, and I'm saying this now as a preface. I don't mean to make any Raylos upset. That's not my ship, but I have to bring them up. Like, don't come for me. A Raylo author who was super big on AO3 published her fanfic as an original novel. The cover is Raylo. Like, it is just Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley. And now she was able to write for the anthology of From Another Perspective, the Return of the Jedi anthology. She was on that list of authors, and now she has, The Love Hypothesis. If you look up the cover of that, tell me that's not Star Wars. And even the summary of it was, she has to use her Jedi mind tricks to figure out how she's gonna. And I was like, you did not hide this at all, that this was originally a Star Wars fanfic. She rode off that, and congratulations. I didn't like the book, but congratulations. So,
And they're making a movie of it, aren't they?
okay, they are, and if Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley are not acting in it, I don't want to see it. Because that would make it so meta. And I know that they're probably not going to be on it. As far as I know, like, they don't seem to be aware of the book, or if they are, they ignore it.
No, they're aware of it. People have said
okay.
really uncomfortable things to Adam Driver about it.
Okay,
so.
That's what I thought. That's then a huge issue of breaking boundaries in fandom, especially of fan fiction. Don't do that. But yeah, if he's not actually acting in it, I don't care for it then. But also, like, saltily, I did not like the book, so that is all I have to bring up.
That's fair.
Sorry if you do like the book, chat. It wasn't for me personally. That's all it was.
Chat's all good about discourse. It's fine. We talk about, so, like, half the chat hates Yoda, and I love Yoda. It is a truth that I must live with every day.
Wait. You said half the chat hates Yoda?
I mean, I can't speak for them entirely, but they do have their problems with Yoda, yes.
Really? This is a whole. I guess, like, I don't really go into these, like, really controversial spaces too much, like, where people are arguing, because I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care that much. If you don't like it, I like it. But
Right.
But that's interesting. I haven't heard that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard it a lot either. We do a lot of deep dives and character analysis, and for the most part, I like to defend people's flaws. Because I know that Yoda is flawed. I know that he made a lot of mistakes and is part.
That's what makes him a great character.
He was part of, but not parcel to the Jedi's fall. There's a lot of factors that went into that, but I digress. Some people have their favorites, and some people have their hates, and
I feel
we respect them all.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has, like, that character that, like, is not a popular opinion that they don't like. Like, I can't stand Grievous. I do not like him. If he's part of anything, obviously he's part, like, with my favorite characters a lot, so I've had to watch him, but I'm like, I hate this guy. Like, I just, like, everything about him, I try to like him, but I can't, and people love him.
Which is another.
Okay, actually, I think that's a good question to go around. Who is your sorry, who is your Glub Shitto, your random character who you just absolutely love? And who is the character that you're just like, I hate that person, like with every fiber of my being?
Yeah.
And while you think about that, I do want to point out that we unironically both are wearing shirts of of characters that have undeserved hate.
Yeah.
Because of the camera, mine is just like a brown planet.
It's just your boob.
It looks like you cut your shirt just right here a little bit. Can you squint?
Just
Like
have a
it
boob
looks
slit,
like
dude.
you cut your shirt like this.
It's hot in here, man.
You know?
You gotta air it out. No, this is the this party's over shirt, and it's beautiful.
Looking at me. I don't know what this looks like then.
I think you have
Yoda's
to go to
got
the
my
doctor that
skin.
looks like your skin. Yeah.
Oh, I got a 6-pack finally.
Or some type of skin condition.
You've got a condition. So, what was it again? It was
Characters we like and
Yeah, your Glub Shitto and the character where you're like, screw that thing, whatever it is. I can't stand it. And everyone in the chat, let us know yours as well. I can't wait to hear what everyone else has.
My collection is it's a creature. I love the fractals, and I know that other people didn't like Boga, and I love her, and I did so much deep dive on her, and it's not really even like a character, but it's a creature, and it's just that's my I just love them. I want one so bad.
I also love Ractals. Have you by any chance read the Revenge of the Sith novelization?
No, but that's the next. That I was just talking about that to our dog sitter, and he mentioned that, and I never thought about it, but I'm now that was on my list to buy. So
it is. It makes it's 10 times better than the movie, to be honest, and you get a lot more of him with Boga and why he picked Boga and how they connected. And
oh no, am I gonna cry? I don't want to cry.
They love each other.
And I love her too. And then Grievous is obviously my unpopular opinion that I do not.
Oh, you also might like the book Master and Apprentice.
Read that one.
Okay.
I have read that one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Choco, we got a hot take.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just reading that uh-oh.
I kind of agree. I'm sorry. I know that you like it, but I kind of agree. He's kind of a dickhead. He's to Anakin, in the book, and I know that it's not a popular opinion.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have a lot of friends who don't like Mace Windu. There's some people where the way that they don't like him makes me a little uncomfortable, but
No.
Yeah, he's I was actually going to make a TikTok about it earlier today of Anakin's he's always looking at me like I'm about to do something wrong, and then Obra's like, but you are about to do something wrong.
Yeah.
You don't have a voice of reason right now. We don't want that. No.
I always say when it comes to Yoda and Mace and interacting with Anakin, it always comes down to you get out of the relationship what you put into it. He's always lying to Yoda. He's not telling him the truth. He just wants to hear Yoda tell him, "Oh, you're good, you're fine," and so he gives him a half truth when he seeks out his counsel, and Yoda gives him a boilerplate answer because it's a half truth. And then every time he interacts with Mace, it's he's trying to bolster his kind of his power, his strength, and Mace sees right through it. He's like, sit down. It's a lot of times Anakin does it to himself.
But what about Dooku? How do you explain that one?
With
He was
Dooku?
very nice. He was jumped in line for the council for Dooku just before like the fall of Dooku, and it was like this. That was also in the Dooku book, so I don't know if that's canon or not, but
Jedi Lost is canon, yeah.
Yeah, Jedi Lost is canon. Well, I mean, specifically with Duke, and also this is not saying you should like the character, but like, Mace didn't. I couldn't say he jumped in front of him to get in.
Maybe that's the wrong word.
He was just like, you know, when they were on that mission, Mace was like, let's report this back to the council, you know, because there's a bunch of stuff going on, and then we'll let them, you know, arrange the mission. But that actually made me love Mace Windu, because Dooku was like, no, we're gonna do this right here and now. And Mace was like, all right, you know, I got your back. I disagree with your decision. I think we should, you know, take it upstairs, but I'm not gonna let you fail based off of that. And that's one of the things I liked about him. But
this is why I love having these conversations, because I never saw it that way, and now I do, and so it makes me a little less judgy of Mace and his actions, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, which is why we a lot of times, like for example, the Rise of the Red Blade, we preface it by saying this is probably going to make a lot of people hate Mace more. But we have to, you know, acknowledge where it's coming from, right? It is a person who is exorbitantly voicing their disagreement with the council and their decisions, and ultimately fall to the dark side. So the decision wasn't a correct one, or at least their reaction to the discourse.
Now, my big question is, Eliana, how are you gonna hate on Qui-Gon? It's okay. I was surprised. I was just surprised at that. But the glove shadow is Corky Kenobi, which we appreciate. I may not be a truther myself, but I appreciate the love.
Yeah, let's catch up on some of these comments. Look, it's not like I hate the Jedi. They just need to do better at easing upset and aggressive young ones. Look, it's not like I hate the Sith, but they just need to do better at not murdering people and kidnapping children. I mean, I can play the extreme too. Yeah, any comments on that one?
You know, it's
got nothing.
I'm gonna leave that one there.
Well, and that's actually one of the things that what Dexon said is one of the things I liked about Rise of the Red Blade is you see, like, no, that mission on Geonosis, they showed
Any
up.
particular smugglers, bounty hunters, or members of the criminals underworld you're hoping to see in Outlaws? Kira Watch Bep?
I mean, we always on Kira Watch, because damn.
Yes. Thank you for that ramen drop, the $5 ramen drop, Obishan. Yeah, I'll pass it off to you guys for Outlaws. If there's any other characters you are hoping to see in Outlaws. Of course, Kira was suggested, and of course, we're always, just like Choco said, we're always on Kira Watch. I'm on Domina Tag Watch. And if you are unfamiliar or do not read the comics, Domina Tag is the head of the Domina, or not the Domina. Well, she's the head of the Domina. Yeah, she's the head of the Tag Corporation.
I'm trying to follow here. I'm doing my best, but
I'm doing my best too, without trying to stumble over my simp.
It's a team. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Anybody else you guys hoping to appear while I search for a Domina Tag picture to show you guys?
All the creatures, I get so excited. New creatures are mostly what I get excited about, because then it's more figures for me. Like, I bought a blurg without Krill, because I just love the blurg so much.
Right.
I actually do want to like hug a blurg, because I don't know, they're just so.
Have you seen the
funky.
figure?
No.
Okay, I can still hear you, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, go grab
Oh,
it.
those things. Okay, I just looked it up. Not a creature for me, but they said quickly at the panel of, we're finally going to see the cuisines of Star Wars, which is like the one thing I think Star Wars was. Oh, that is so cool.
Oh,
that is so
adorable.
huge.
He's so cute.
Love his little
Oh,
face.
that's
Wow.
so cool. It's adorable. If we don't get
I
to ride
didn't
one of
mean
those,
to interrupt you, but I was like, I have to show you the creature.
please do. If we don't get to ride one of those in Outlaws, I will now be disappointed. Like I had
That is
nothing,
awesome.
His little
I had no
T-Rex.
expectations, but I want it.
He's got little tiny arms in the front, and I love it so much.
Alright, I
Aw.
look up a new picture of Domino currently.
So you were saying
I will say
Disney?
the High Republic has a lot of really cool creatures that you will love.
I'm so excited.
Let's see here. We had man, I just had one where Jackson Download says the fifth brother is his favorite unpopular person, and he hates Palpatine. Which is interesting. I've never seen anyone go in on the fifth brother, but when reading the Jedi Survivor book, that's name is not coming to me right now. When they fight against him, and he's just really interesting. I do like him as a character.
Oh.
The one like in
were you
between
trying to remember?
the book. What's the book called? It's
Battle Scars?
Yes, Jedi
Yeah.
Battle Scars. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And who are you talking about from that book?
Oh, Dexter was talking about the fifth brother as someone that he likes a lot.
Ah, okay.
Palpatine, Palpatine is either a boring mastermind who absolutely planned out everything perfectly, making people unnecessary, or I love him because he's the best bullshitter in the galaxy, and he never has a full handle on anything, and he's just flying by the seat of his pants. And I love the concept that like 1,000-year plot by the Sith, and like this one teenage girl like keeps throwing off his game, and he has to like adjust to some of it.
He's in it for the long con, that's for sure.
How
How about yours? I don't think we got yours, Hazel.
That's Domino.
Oh.
If you can see it on the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had not said mine yet. Mine, I had to think about it. I think my favorite still has to be Finn. Like, Star Wars The Force Awakens was, I think, the first time I, like, really tried to get into Star Wars, so Finn immediately was my favorite. Every once in a while, I'll wake up in a cold sweat going, like, he should have been a Jedi, so... just so without prompts, without anyone saying anything, I would just think that. And my least favorite is Satine.
Interesting.
Ouch!
I'm sorry.
No,
Especially that it's funny too, especially that I do cosplay Clone Wars Obi-Wan. The only reason was I actually had no thoughts of her from the start until when I got into Star Wars, especially Clone Wars. Everyone kept saying, that's the love of his life. They were meant to be. And I watched the episodes and I was like, I don't care. Why isn't he with Ventress? Like, that's what went through my brain. Like, where's Ventress? Where's Quinlan? Where's anyone else he could be flirting with? Where's Padme? Because Padme and Obi-Wan were one that came. So I felt really bad that I didn't like her. That as time went on, I was like, I still don't like her. And then spoilers in case, but then when she dies, I was like, all right,
You were
moving
happy,
on.
weren't you?
You have no soul! No soul!
Not to be mean, but I wasn't happy. I just said, I thank you next. Not to quote her, but so
Savage.
that
I
was
like it, though.
Cold as ice. I love to
don't
see
want to
it.
be cold.
I
But
feel like
yeah, and
that's the one thing I was like waiting for, and I was like, just give me a 10-second flashback to Happy, Kenobi, and Satine. That's all I need to die happy, and I never got it. So
that's
All-
actually what I was surprised of. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Just that how a lot of people for the Kenobi show were like waiting on Satine, and to preface like Kenobi is actually what got me into Star Wars more so. Like, I was going through Disney Plus on my friend's account trying to find something to watch. Ewan McGregor's beautiful face was the banner, so I said, let's just give this show a try. I don't know anything about Star Wars besides The Force Awakens. Ended up falling in love with it, and so when the discussion was, where's Satine? I was like, who's Satine?
Yeah.
And so that was the first thing that had come up when Kenobi dropped for me. I was like, I don't know who these characters are. I should probably watch Clone Wars now. Okay, I'll do that.
But have you guys heard of what like Filoni was saying about having a whole backstory to I don't know if you guys have covered it already. I'm sorry if you have. So please stop me.
Yeah. No, keep going.
About having a whole backstory of like Bo-Katan and Satine and how their whole family split up and all of that stuff. So I'm curious if that's going to be a spinoff in the future, and that's why they didn't put it in Kenobi, because I feel like a lot of people really wanted that.
You know, I didn't need it in Kenobi specifically, but I would have liked to see like Bo-Katan mention her sister in The Mandalorian.
Yes.
It was kind of awkward to me when she's like holding the weapon that was used to kill her sister and like usurp her rulership of the planet.
There's a reason he's keeping it out and so quiet. There has to be. Like they have to touch on it. Please, please. Crossing my fingers.
If there's one thing I will watch Satine for, it is for her to be in The Mandalorian, which I think I agree to. That's where I think her place should be, is more in Mando rather than Kenobi, because Kenobi has his own journey, but Satine was so important to the Mandalorian lore. Why wasn't she mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since their actual mention of her is just my sister, and I feel like they should have name dropped that at least once.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
But I believe, unless you guys have more to talk about, it's time for the High Republic book giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So, well, also real quick, I just want to shout out Darth Man, who said basic answer: Ventress love, Ponkrell hate. I mean, yeah, hating Ponkrell is a mood for sure. Obi-Shan Glove Shadow is Max Rebo. Are we talking about lore accurate Max Rebo, who plays jizz with his feet? Because he's amazing.
I'll never get over hearing that in a real sentence. I'll never get over that.
It is just weird when I see other art of him and he has arms, and so they had to canonically make it so that like there's two species and sometimes they have arms. And you're like, Obi-Shan hates Kiari-Mundi. And then if you've been watching, you probably already know my glove shadow is Dexter Jetster. He just owns a 50 styles diner in the middle of Coruscant for no apparent reason, and he also is just a badass who knows everything. He's so cool. And
it's a Camino saber, that.
Yeah, he knows exactly who the Kaminoans are. He knows that they're cloners. Like the Jedi don't even have that information, but he does. And then for hate, it's Riff Tamson. In the Clone Wars, he's a stupid shark idiot. I hate him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever gave mine. What was it again? Glup Shadow is definitely Quinlan. What was the other one? Love and hate?
Yeah, like unpopular opinion hate.
Unpopular opinion hate. That's difficult for me because I don't.
Maybe not hate. Dislike is a better. You can use dislike because like unpopular opinion is probably easier. Hate's a strong word.
This is a tough one because hate doesn't usually enter my my dome until like they do something like astronomically horrible.
Grievous, and then you're like, ew,
I could say
gross.
Grievous. That's an easy one too.
Actually,
Monocro's an easy
TJ,
one.
real quick on Grievous, my friend was showing her other friend my Obi-Wan cosplay, and her friend said, "I hate Obi-Wan," and she's like, "Why? He killed Grievous." And it
God.
turns out that friend's friend, was a huge Grievous stan, and when Kenobi killed Grievous, they put a picture up of Obi-Wan and threw darts at him. So,
I'm all about passion. I'm all about it. So you do
I'm all
you-
about
I-
passion too. So I was so confused. I was like, "Who are you talking to? Who are you sending my cosplay to? I don't want to
he
hear
shot him
this."
with his own gun. Like he's never that good at anything. If he shot him with his own gun, I don't know.
Right. I think
I
she just
love
liked
it,
the
though.
forearms.
Whenever there's these like just really takes that you're like, how does anyone take? Like it makes I want to talk to that person and be like,
I love that. Yeah.
what is it? I want
Yeah.
like if I could love Grievous that much, like give me whatever you got, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Depending
That's
on
wild.
who you talk to, this could be unpopular, but I've always just despised Kiadi-Mundi, no matter what. So that's gonna be my
Oh,
answer
okay.
to that. It could be unpopular to those who find him good. I don't know. horrible.
Good question mark.
You know,
I despise the Herald from High Republic Phase 2. If anyone has read that, I think he's yeah.
I'll know to not like him. Next, when I read his name, I'll be like, we don't like you actually. So
Actually, that's opened up a whole new avenue for some of my answers. I mean, I think when you get there, in the High Republic, I hate Marta Rowe.
I'm pretending I know who that is, so I'm
I'll
just
be like,
gonna
yeah,
say,
he sucks. Yeah. Oh, I don't like her either. She's horrible.
"How
Terrible
dare you
character.
say that opinion, though?"
Yeah, I would have to go into detail as to why, but I think Choco understands.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just a case of you're given all the opportunities to make the right choice, but you don't. But she so believes in everything she believes in, which is what makes her a great character.
But
Now-
I mean,
Hi, Marianne. Thank you for dropping by. You should stay. For real fans, I think we're gonna get into that really soon.
Yeah, we're about to do the High Republic book giveaway and then go into our Real Fans with No segments. But in terms of the love, the character that I love, that is, I guess, an unpopular opinion. Is that the overarching thing?
we can do that too. Yeah.
Axel Greylark. Another
Do we know
person that it's one of those things.
Another High
you know how you,
Republic.
like, you know how you
okay.
like say I support women's rights but also support women's wrongs. He's one of those characters in the High Republic that's like you could be like, you are a fucking jackass, but
Wait, isn't that kind of Quinlan too? Like, I feel a theme with you. I feel like because Quinlan's like kind of mischievous and doesn't always follow the rules and is like kind
Well,
of sassy.
so Quinlan's only irredeemable qualities come when he has actually fallen. You know, if he's just him, he's just rebellious and he's just kind of a maverick.
He's
but
still a good guy
he's
at
still
heart.
a good guy, right? Whereas the person I'm talking about just makes horrible decision after horrible decision in the face
He's
of
basically a rich, famous douchebag who's known all over the galaxy for like causing messes and not having to worry about them.
And you
but-
like this character? Or
but-
this is-
Inside the story, he has an arc that begins in it. So he is hot trash at
for
the beginning.
for lack of context. I mean, there is context behind why he acts the way he acts.
It's okay. We all like hot trash once in a while. It's
Yeah.
fine. We can agree with you. It's okay.
But like the reason I like him is also due to the fact that I like someone else that is that is quintessential to their growth, and that is
Get you.
the Jedi Galanatai, and you will meet all these characters, and I'm so, if you guys would like to like come back when you're further along in phase 2 to see what you guys think about these characters that we've talked about, that you will learn about later on. Hazel, do you have any interest in starting High Republic at all?
Yeah, eventually. I just looked up who you were talking about. He has a purple lightsaber, so I immediately trust him. That's why I'm like a Mace fan. Like, that's all I needed to see. Like, oh, purple lightsaber. All right, I trust them with my life. So,
I grew out my hair to cosplay him, but
oh, nice. But I'll get there eventually. I'm just very slow. I'm still going through the Revenge of the Sith novel. I wanted. Nope, that's it. That's all I have on my reading list, along with ignoring everything else on my reading list so far. When I get there, I'll message you guys.
Yeah, if you need any of the books, I got them. I got you covered.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, let's do the giveaway. At the beginning of this week, I sent out, I made a TikTok. I sent it out on Twitter, on Threads, and all this stuff. And I asked people, let me know what you love about the High Republic, and because this book, it was a Comic-Con special early release. It doesn't come out until September. So there's this and Buryaga Lives pin, and we had quite a few people sign up for it. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and spin the wheel and see who I'm gonna be sending these out to.
All right, on the count of 3, I want you guys to tell me, spin that wheel. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Spin that wheel.
Or press enter, I guess. Oh, there it is.
Also, TJ, next time you come to Comic-Con, I'll help lead you to all the free stuff, because that's actually what my first 2 days was like. I was grabbing everything I could for free because we paid so much. So I want that. Congratulations!
Excellent download. Who's here in the chat?
This is interesting. Why is it doing that?
Yeah, why it's
You hear that too, right?
Does it sound like a weird child circus is happening on everyone else's?
Yeah, I thought that was
it's a Yum Nub song, but it's playing with weird latencies, so it's getting really weird.
Anyway.
Oh no!
Oh!
Anyways.
All right. Well, congratulations, Dexon. Yeah, we'll get these sent out for you. We may be doing some more giveaways, provided we reach out to some contacts. We'll see if they give us stuff to give away.
Oh no, I'll be having. I will definitely have another copy of this to give away for another week, so that will give more people another shot at the wheel of. The wheel of
doom, by the sounds of it. It's a little scary.
Wheel of Doom reminds me of Impractical Jokers. So. Congratulations, Dexon download. All right, so let's move on to our Real Fans Would Know segment, and this is the segment where we will invite some of the people in the chat to join us on the call. So, if you would like to join us on the call and give some, some brief takes on what we've been talking about while we get sorted out with Real Fans Would Know, you're free to join on that link that I sent in chat.
Yes. So we play Real Fans Would Know, and it's like the game Actually. It doesn't require that you know everything about. It's not trivia. It's just finding out the odd thing out, and so it's not bad at all.
Okay.
We have Ilyana and
Oh, youngling. Welcome.
two mainstays of the Dyad and the Force.
Y'all can't get rid of me.
Come on, Kenny. It's gonna be a Rebels real fans. Call in.
Eliana, we can't hear you.
And Dexon, if you're in, jump in.
Young, did you speak?
I tried, but I'm muted because I'm eating seaweed and it's very crunchy, and I know people don't like that.
ASMR seaweed. It's wonderful.
Flavor. Yeah, join in if you want to play Real Fans Would Know. It's Rebels Edition.
Also, Hazel, I wanted to tell you, not to like one up you, but so I found Rebels during the pandemic, and I was going through season 1 and I realized I want to look up cosplays. So I Googled Kanan. First hit that came up. I'm pissed. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm so sorry.
Maybe this is just like a fan theory, even though I know the show had already been out for like 4 years. So I was like, it's fine. It's fine. And I thought like it's fucking Jedi Knight. I'm like,
but maybe it lessened the blow for you, because like I went in not knowing, and it was like emotionally devastating. So like maybe knowing before is like a good thing. I don't know.
No, because I was waiting for it to happen. Like, when is it supposed to happen? When is it supposed to happen? And then they just develop Kanan so much throughout the entire fucking series that you fall in love with him even more. Kenny, and it's just like, I don't appreciate this, and now I need to and I learned my lesson just to avoid the internet at all costs when I'm watching a show.
Yes.
Even though I'm really bad at that. But it's just, God, that was terrible. That was so bad.
Right.
Give me one moment to fix something.
All right, Kenny, you had some thoughts earlier on your, you wanted to share your Glub Shadow and the person you don't like.
Hey.
The heck?
Where'd everyone go?
We all disappeared.
Who was that?
Yeah.
That was the ghost of Christmas past.
Yes.
What?
It just was a baby.
Also, Paul, if you're hiding in the chat, you feel free to join as well. It's
yeah, come on, Paul. Come join. Well, not up here. You join on your own phone. Not in the Jedi Temple.
I was making changes to the thing, because the everyone's labels was getting big. Rules of Real Fans Would Know. You have 3 maximum attempts at pointing out something that is incorrect. You cannot reattempt until someone else gets it wrong or goes first. Now there can be multiple incorrections in one statement. Did you bring enough for the class, Young?
No.
No, it's 2 of us sharing.
It's only for the Asians. Actually, Pat, maybe you can have some. Sorry, everybody else. Just kidding.
Rude. I have some right in my cabinet, right there.
Eliana, are you here? Can we hear you?
Oh no, Eliana, you're frozen.
I mean, she's probably in a very stoic pose. So.
Yeah, it's like very statuesque at the moment.
Much worse ways she could have gone frozen.
All right, while we wait for Eliana to possibly update in that little... Yeah, there. Kenny, Young, anything to add to our conversation that we've been having?
You were talking about just the game Outlaws and then that whole random bits of questions, right?
It was like the love and Glub Shadow, or love and hate Glub Shadow, unpopular opinion thing.
Oh.
Okay, so obviously, as I said in chat, it's very basic. I love the shit out of Ventress. I want her in live action in some way, shape, or form. I don't care how it's done. Retcon her death. I don't care. Something.
Star Wars, I'm available if you need somebody. I'll work for free. I don't even care.
I love
Just
it.
kidding.
We need more Ventress cosplayers out there.
Facts.
So I hear the crinkle there, Choco. I hear the crinkle.
He just brings that out of spite. Brings that out of spite.
I feel like there's not a lot of Ventress cosplayers because, like, that white face paint, I swear to you, like, I had to edit the photos a little bit, but by the time I even got to the front door of the con, and we were like 5 minutes away, a walk, I looked like a sidewalk. Like, I looked like a statue. It was so difficult to do that body paint. So I think that's why. I think that
There is a body paint. Well, it's marketed as a foundation. I still have it. It's called Sunset Makeup.
Yeah. Okay, so I tried to find it. Yeah, the white's out of stock, of course.
Oh.
So I tried. But I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Because I'm just like, I want to talk to somebody who's tried it because it's like I want to know if this shit actually works and whatnot. So, yeah.
Airbrush, alcohol-based airbrush is what I'm trying next. So we'll see.
The whole non-Ventress cosplay thing, it's more of just those who diehard love her.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, because from a visual media standpoint, she's always just been that one random character. We know she's had interactions with Anakin. We know she's had interactions with Kenobi,
We know
with
she's
Ahsoka,
fucking
but that's
Kenobi.
it. That's it.
Isn't that why Anakin has a scar on his face? Is because of Ventress? Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't more people know that? Like, you know, like, it's like, shouldn't people know that? If-
Brotherhood, fantastic book. Go read.
Go read now.
Or listen to the audiobook. If you're not a reader, audiobook.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Choco,
All
you
right, am I back? I
great.
looked like I
Young,
dropped
this
out.
is
My
the
internet
book
had
everybody
issues for a
was
second.
talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
I mean, I actually didn't get any Raylo vibes, just the fact that his name is Adam Carlson, and that's it. That is literally the only like Raylo thing I got.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
from it.
camera. Okay, here's the camera.
So I don't
That's
know.
Raylo right there.
I am actually surprised that she did use his name Adam. Like, I thought Olive is a cute name for a girl, but when she said, like, oh yeah, his name is Adam, I was like, okay, maybe let's not go that far into it. I understand what this is about, but a different Ben was completely a fine name to use for this. I'm just gonna point that out there.
Super thinly veiled, like.
Choco, can you rejoin?
Did we lose him?
We lost
I
Choco.
can hear him laughing, but I feel like
Really?
his
We
internet
keep
was
losing?
dropping.
Oh,
I hear him.
I hear him, yeah.
In peace. He ran away.
I hear Choco.
It's funny because I can see all of us. Jeez. Okay. I don't know what's
Oh, we
going
can't
on.
see you.
We can't see your beautiful face, Choco. We need to see your beautiful face.
But Pep, you can keep soldiering forward, and I'll get my stuff reset. But
just,
yeah,
just a quick page, and then I'll move on to the other two individuals, whichever direction my fingers are pointing.
And Paul should work
Ponkrell
on an
goes
iPad.
with-
I don't know why it's not letting you.
Goes without question, Ponkrell absolutely despises that a-hole. He literally the written definition of what racism or xenophobia is in that character. 110%. Like, I don't know what else to add to that.
I think that's all you need. Yeah.
I mean, he did give us the best Captain Rex line of all time.
Eliana, no. Corner.
Oh my god.
Also, have you guys met? This is TJ and this is Hazel. That's Yana,
Hi, guys.
Yana, and Kenny.
We're all friends now.
Hi.
I'm just part of the group.
We're all friends now.
Yeah, friends.
Hey, so you're the Cal Kestis, is Obi-Wan Kenobi's kid girl, right?
Yeah. That's me.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I think you got the wrong person. It's not me. I'm sorry.
I'm the idiot who has said that Cal Kestis is Obi-Wan's child. Because
Oh
Obi-Wan
my
gave
God.
birth to him. So, and I'm not explaining
yes.
further. And I'm not explaining further. I said what I said.
I don't know that I want to ask further, and I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
I do
Jesus.
just from a
There's
just
a
from
lot
fantasy
about it on
standpoint.
AO3.
This was the this was the stuff that I didn't think I needed to think about until.
Yeah, that's why I feel like, don't follow me for Star Wars. The stuff I have to contribute is not enriching at all. It's very unhinged. That's why I don't
It's all enriching.
tell anyone
Anything unhinged is enriching.
Unhinged is the best part. That's like I live in that state. It's great. It's fun.
I actually have a IRL headcanon answer to something that was said earlier about them never mentioning Sabine or Satine in the Mando series. It goes with the media. They like to keep the media separate. Like movies only talk about the movies, shows only talk about the shows, cartoons to cartoons, comics to comics, novels to novels. Literally, very little information gets blended in together. It is very separate, but all connected.
But Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian.
Right.
I have said my piece on this many a time. It's on my TikTok.
You guys gonna make me go in and get my nori sheets that I use to make gimbap and just shove a big square of seaweed into my mouth.
Oh, I just munch on the nori sheets when I'm all out of the little ones. Also, we feed nori to our sea urchins. So one time I brought in onigiri and I was wrapping my rice ball with it. And my coworker just looks at me and is like, "Did you eat the urchin's food?" And I just looked at him and took a big old bite out of the urchin's food. But we do feed our urchins nori, so.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
All
Also,
right.
if I'm looking off to the side here, I'm just following everyone on TikTok. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I was like, where is everyone? I'm trying to get you all down here before I forget.
All right. So, without further ado, let us start our Real Fans Would Know Rebels Edition. I have to get my notepad out for the score.
Perfect. We have Chopper.
There he is. There's my favorite war criminal.
Yes. Oh, he's adorable.
Also, TJ, I meant to say I really love your background.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of really poorly lit right now, but whatever.
Oh, it's not a thingy.
No, wait,
it's an
that's
actual
like
thing.
a thing? Oh my goodness.
That's so cool.
I feel like if I move this, the whole world will come crashing down. But no, it's a full, I sit on the floor right now. This is my floor, and this is like a big...
Wow, that's so cool. I thought it was just a virtual background. I'm like, that's a really good virtual background.
I am actually in the archives, actually.
I mean, bitch, wait up. I'll come join you. That's so cool, though. I love that.
It was right there where a librarian pulled out her lightsaber gun and tried to shoot Vader, and it was awesome.
All right, so you guys remember the rules, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, since this is being done differently, this whole call thing, you guys are going to have to say me to chime in because we won't be able to see most of you guys raise your hand.
Oh, okay.
Or just say I'll go or buzzer or something like that. Just let us know you wanna answer.
Just yell.
Buzz, motherfucker.
I'll flap my arms
Okay.
because I don't know the answers already.
Hey, you know what? A lot of this stuff is guesswork. Even to
Okay.
people who
Oh,
might
it really
know.
is. The boys are very diabolical with their stuff, and
Yeah, it's about to get ridiculous. I've been rewatching Rebels for 2 weeks to get ready, and I'm still gonna lose.
I feel extremely unprepared, but I'm gonna be...
It's very pedantic.
TJ.
You've got to
People who
remember
feel like they're
the
unprepared.
details. The details are everything.
It's
It's
very
not about
pedantic,
remembering.
and you don't have to. It's like I said, it's not trivia. You don't have to know things, but we just read sentences, and you have to figure out what part is wrong. And yeah,
you have to figure out where Pep and Brandon were being dicks while writing these.
this is true.
I mean, hey, that's why I said
Yeah.
a lot of it is guesswork. You just gotta. A lot of people are hesitant to just guess. They will sit there for 2 minutes, reading the whole thing 5 times in a row, and you got people like DePaul who will just guess a couple of times and get it right, and name himself the
Builds
champion.
tension.
All right. First statement is as follows. Here we go. Oh, you can't see it on this.
No, you can't.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
give me 1 second to rectify
I went on the
this.
stream so I can read it.
Oh no, went away.
Goodbye, don't come back.
I wanted to cheat. Bring it back.
Give me 1 second.
And also, Kenny is not in his car, which is cool.
No,
nice to
yeah.
have you for
I
the long
am
haul.
actually on vacation, so I will be able to play this whole entire round.
Hope
Yay!
you're having fun.
You deserve it, man.
Happy to
Or
hear it.
was on vacation. I was down in Gulf Shores in Alabama.
Nice.
Every year we take the boys out to some beach somewhere. We're thinking heading eastward next year.
Oh, I thought that's
Some
what the beach
beach,
was called. Some beach.
somewhere.
I was like, that sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't.
Choco, I've definitely got to know like what kind of music you get into, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird references. I mean, I grew up, my mom's favorite band of all time is Aerosmith, and then my dad was all Motown stuff. So I got both sides running through me, especially being a musician, you know.
Mm.
Can you
But
guys see
honestly, at my core, I'm mostly an emo kid. But
Yeah.
we're emo post-hardcore. Yeah, give me all that.
I mean, the screen changed, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Oh, just saying if you guys can see a new thing. The call plus extra stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see the extra stuff.
Okay,
the
so now you
window.
should be able to see the
Oh,
questions.
yeah.
All right, here
Because,
we
you know,
go.
I have the best internet the American government will pay for.
Statement
Not good.
number 1, prepare yourselves. When Ezra is having a vision in the Lothal Temple of the Ghost Crew, Hera says they don't think they will be seeing Ezra again. Zeb responds, really? Because I'll be happy just to get my quarters back to myself. Hera replies, it's too bad because he had skills that were useful to our fight. Finally, Sabine says, that's pretty cruel, guys. After all, he's just a little boy, scared, alone. Me, I pity him.
Ellie knows. At least one.
Okay?
Real fans would know Hera says it's too bad because he had skills that would be useful to our cause.
That's 1 point for Eliana.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
it's that specific?
No,
like, why are you-
no, hold on. So Eliana said the whole correct quote. That is not necessary. She could have
Okay, I
said,
know.
real fans would know that's not what Hera said.
Yeah, 'cause if I had not gotten the quote correctly, I would have overcorrected and been wrong. But I know that one.
Which, by the way,
All you have to know is what's wrong. You don't have to know what's right.
what else?
Okay.
Young.
Young?
Real fans would know. Sabine does not say that's pretty cruel, guys.
That's 1 point for Young.
What'd she say? That's pretty harsh. That's
Yeah,
unfair.
It's pretty cold, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What else? There's a lot.
That's definitely, yeah, I feel like that's the one I was going to guess, but then I didn't know. So, you know, it's just
You don't have to know. Just throw it
I'll
out
go.
there.
Real fans would know.
Ellie, I think.
Deb never said that quote.
That's 1 point for Kenny.
Something about it just sounded off. Sorry.
He says, I'll be happy just to get my cabin back to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else?
There's more?
Yes.
Dang.
Can
Wait.
y'all hear me? Did I get?
Wait. I
You're
can
back.
hear you.
I think I have one.
I'm like,
Okay, I think I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's Ellie. I think real fans would know Sabine does not say little boy.
damn.
That's correct.
That's what I was going to say.
Wait, I thought she does say that. What'd she say?
Says little kid.
Oh.
Kid.
Oh.
All right. Good
Mine are
first
not-
statement.
As pedantic, I don't think, as Peps.
I was about to say if she would have gotten that wrong, I was going to say this whole thing is completely wrong. Like none of this happened because
Real
there was
fans
like
Ghost Crew.
4
should
answers just
capitalize.
completely off.
The point was not. It wasn't pedantic. It was just putting a lot of incorrections in there. So we have Young on the board with 1, Kenny with 1, Oleana with 2, and here's Choco's first statement.
All right. When running from the Empire in the episode Empire Day, Ezra leads the Ghost Crew to a building. It had an Imperial warning declaring it unsafe. Ezra pulled out a code cylinder and scanned it, unlocking the door, prompting Kanan to say, "You were coming here today. This was your home, wasn't it? Where you grew up?" Ezra replied somberly, "Once upon a time." And I saw TJ up first.
A real fan would know that Ezra doesn't say once upon a time, does he?
That's one point. Ezra does not say once upon a time.
Because that sounds very like real, like once upon a time.
Young.
Ezra says, "I grew up on the streets alone."
Real fans would know he doesn't pull out a code cylinder.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. But yeah, that's a point. It was just a regular card that he swipes.
Okay, I think I've got one. It's Ellie.
There's only one more.
Real fans would know it's not declared unsafe.
Yeah, not yet.
That's correct.
It's condemned.
Yeah.
Well, you overcorrected, and it's not condemned. Kenny.
It doesn't get declared until like a nail hot.
You're just making stuff up. I love it, though. I love it. Added more stuff.
Kenny, you had one?
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, so did she not get that point?
She didn't.
She said that it was condemned, and it was not declaring it condemned. That is incorrect.
So real fans would know the warning was never declaring it unsafe.
Oh, stolen! Stolen!
It was just declaring it off limits was the exact wording.
Was it the last
Sorry.
one?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Kenny's out here robbing points. Come on.
It's the Price is Right thing where you say like $101, and you're like, screw you, man.
That's what I'm gonna wait.
I should have
for
stopped.
the next one. Yep.
But I was ahead.
No, keep going. It's perfect. I love it.
Overthink things.
All right. Next statement. When Kanan and Ezra approach Bendu about Maul's desire to bring the Sith holocron and Jedi holocron together, Ezra asks why, when they are just archives of information, to which Bendu replies they are that and more. If two such powerful sources of knowledge are reunited, they will grant a clarity of ambition beyond your kind. When asked to clarify by Kanan, Bendu says, when joined, any secret, wisdom, or destiny can be seen through the Force.
Me? Young?
Young.
The last real fans would know that's not the correct wording of the last thing, the last quote of the Bendu in this statement.
That's incorrect.
Real fans would know this scene never happened. I got nothing. You guys made this up. You know this entire script.
TJ.
Did you have one, TJ?
Ellie?
Real fans would know
TJ can go.
that it's not. He doesn't say archives of information. He says it differently.
That's correct.
I was going to say that. TJ took mine.
Stolen again.
Okay. Real fans would know it's not, they will grant a clarity of ambition beyond your kind.
That is correct. As she tries her hardest not to overcorrect.
I'm done. I have nothing else, nothing more to say.
I have another guess.
Kenny's hand was up first.
Oh, I can't see him. Sorry, Kenny.
My bad. Real fans would know Bendu never said wisdom or destiny.
Yeah, he did. Also, there's nothing
Damn,
else
we
that's
really
wrong in
did?
this statement.
I walked out.
Oh, mean.
Everyone looking for it.
I was about to say, where the fuck did Kenny go?
How rude.
All right, Choco, second statement.
While running in the Lothal sewers, Hera gave her blaster to Senator Fang Zar, telling him to keep us safe, will ya? When Hera joins Ezra to work on their escape, Zar says, "That's enough. We're not going anywhere," as he aims Hera's gun back at her. When Hera, did I get cut off? Oh, when Hera wouldn't back down, he pulled the trigger, but nothing happened. Zar then got knocked out by a left hook from Hera. She had removed the power pack from the blaster, and Young is over there dancing. I saw Young first.
Real fans would know she did not remove the power pack from the blaster.
That is correct.
That's another point for Young.
Yeah.
How many's
It
left?
was the same.
Hazel's gonna.
Two more.
Hazel?
I'm just gonna say it was not a left hook because that feels very specific. Maybe it was her right hand.
It was a left hook. I left it in there as bait.
I took it.
Yeah, that's when Choco's being a dick.
Either being a dick in this game or drawing dicks in the next game. It's not.
Do I not
as-
know what the next game is?
Right.
We play Pictionary and somehow things start out looking phallic, and it's not intentional. It's just,
Okay.
you know.
I've got one. It might be too pedantic.
Okay, Eliana.
Real
what do you
fans
got?
would know he's not a senator. He's a senator in exile.
That is not correct.
I'm not wrong. What? No, it is correct. It's just not what you're looking for.
Remind me never to play trivia against you, please. Okay, or have you on my team.
Oh,
Which, by the
God.
way, just to call out, Battle of the Dyads is happening if you don't already have a partner.
Yeah, Young, why did you name Marianne and I that?
I never said you had to. It was a suggestion, but you knew it was happening. Had to be dirty it somehow.
No, I wanted to be team on your knees.
That works too. That works too. Doesn't have to be Rex's codpiece.
Marianne said it was too thirsty, and then you come up with Rex's codpiece.
See, that's not
I can change it to
thirsty.
On Your Knees, Rex's codpiece.
So there's only one more
Please
mistake.
do.
Oh, sorry. There's two more. I'm sorry.
I'll take a guess. I don't know. I'll take a
Yeah.
guess. A real fan would know that Solar doesn't say that's enough, we're not going anywhere. He says it differently, or she says it differently, sorry.
That is what it said. So that's
Dang it, I tried. I'm just swinging a miss.
Young.
Yes, CJ.
Okay. Real fans would know that Harry doesn't tell him to keep this safe, will ya?
Hera says, "Watch our backs, will ya?" So that is correct. There was one more mistake.
Another one on the board.
Real fans would know he doesn't actually get knocked out.
I mean, I wasn't using it like he was unconscious. I'm
wasn't
just,
using it literally.
yeah, that's not what we're looking for.
I
Sorry.
do not believe he loses consciousness. So that's
She
two
knows
that are
about
just right, but not right.
I adore your
Can I go for the trifecta here and just remind y'all it's, oh, sorry.
No, I said I
It's
adore
still not a
your-
gun, it's a blaster. Real fans would know.
Jesus Christ.
Like going for the trifecta, real fans would know it's a blaster.
It is both. A blaster is a type of gun.
Let me try one.
Young.
Real fans would know it isn't Ezra who joins them.
No,
It's
that is
17.
incorrect. That was
it is.
Hera and Ezra together.
It's tough.
Yeah, but they added them. Like,
Because this is the one where they're in front of the fan, right?
Yeah, no, I know,
Yes.
but like I know that like
Okay.
the being
Yeah, okay.
weren't there initially, I think, and then they meet up with them afterwards.
So Ezra went over to look at the fan
Yeah.
first, and then
Uh-huh.
Hera hands over the blaster and says, watch your backs. And then she joins Ezra in taking care of that.
Okay. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
But I don't think we have any guesses. Is that it?
I give up.
I'm so
Okay. So the final one was it was Senator Travis. So it wasn't Fangzar. Fangzar is just a weird guy with a beard.
Oh my god!
I can't believe I missed that one. Damn.
The biggest one there could be.
Holy crap!
Damn.
That's funny.
Oh, also, fun fact, he was voiced by Brent Spiner.
Young, we're struggling.
Yeah, that was Data himself.
Yep, but Brent Spiner voiced him.
That's almost as if Choco would have been like the person who was Chancellor before Palpatine was Supreme Chancellor Phineas and Ferb. Valorum.
We're like, what? Yeah, that's totally right. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
All right, here's a third statement.
Yeah.
When Sabine and Bo-Katan find the Duchess, Bo-Katan remarks, "It doesn't seem so lethal like this." They are then ambushed by Gar Saxon, who activates it to incapacitate them. Gar Saxon calls Sabine a genius and reveals he wants Sabine to maximize its potential. The Mandalorian protests the Empire may use it on all Mandalorians, to which Gar Saxon says, "I am the Empire."
I am the Senate.
There's only two things wrong about this.
He doesn't call Sabine a genius. No, he does. I take that back. I remember this arc now. Sorry, I just realized what the scene was.
Since this is your first game, I'm gonna give you the point.
Oh, okay. Yes, pity points.
He doesn't call her a genius.
Okay. I will take everything.
He calls her brilliant. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't second guess your guesses.
Just full send it. Just commit.
Yeah, go full send.
Yeah.
All right. One more that's incorrect.
Is Kenny all right? Is he safe?
His phone ran out of power, I think.
Oh no.
Wait, I think real fans would know it's Tiber Saxon?
No, it's Gar.
Nope. Are you thinking of Tiber Septum?
No. Ignore me. I'm wrong. It's fine. No. Gar has a brother after he dies. I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing up fanon and canon again. Just ignore me.
But while we all think, unfortunately, in about 5 minutes, I am gonna have to go. My dog needs attention. So, but if you are playing Pictionary, I will hop on or watch the stream at least. Just watch that out there.
Can feel free to jump right back in.
Oh, thank you. I do want to know the answer to this though before I go. And if you end Pictionary though, that's totally fine. The dog needs a walk.
Well, does everybody give up?
I'll guess something because that's who I am as a person.
You got this. You got this.
A real fan would know it. Bo-Katan doesn't word it like that. She words it differently.
That's correct.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She says,
I don't know.
It doesn't
Ask
seem
Ellie.
so dangerous like this.
Yeah.
Dangerous, lethal, sure.
Oh yeah.
Tomato.
I mean, I
literally only got through season 3, y'all.
Young did tell you we would be dicks about it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right. Choco's third statement in the middle of his seaweed, I guess.
It's delicious.
When facing Vader, Kanan and Ezra barely survive. After throwing Kanan like a ragdoll, Vader held Ezra with the Force, saying, "Your master lied. You will never become a Jedi," all while slowly inching Ezra's own lightsaber towards his temple. He only survived because Kanan forced through some debris at Vader's back.
I'm gonna hop off, but something about that all feels wrong. I think something about this whole entire thing just doesn't feel correct.
Lob a guess before you go.
That this was from a fanfic.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Are you gonna throw us a curveball like that? Oh God.
No.
Oh no.
I did once, but no, that's not what this is.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've got one.
All right, Eliana.
Oh no!
Real fans would know that they. Yeah, real fans would know that they dropped an AT-AT on Vader.
That does happen, but slightly later. So.
Oh no.
That's not correct.
They drop an AT-AT on Vader.
Eventually, yes.
I guess.
Yeah. You go first.
Half a point.
TJ, I'm a menace on this, so you go ahead. You go ahead.
Real fans would know it wasn't Ezra's lightsaber they were inching towards the temple.
That is incorrect. It was using his own lightsaber in his hand.
Real fans would know.
I don't remember this.
Vader doesn't say you will never become a Jedi.
That is correct.
What do you say?
Vader says your master deceived you into thinking you could become a Jedi.
Damn, dude, that's harsh. He's still slaying younglings even as Vader.
Jeez. Anything else?
There's two more.
A real fan would know that it wasn't. He didn't survive because of Kanan throwing debris. I don't know. That was a wild guess.
I was like, there's a lot of stuff going on in that. What specifically is your guess?
It wasn't because Kanan threw some debris at Vader's back. He survived for a different reason.
That's correct. Kanan tried to chop Vader's back in half, and that's why he.
I guess I'm just good at guessing for this one, but
yeah, that's what the game is.
It's the name of the game.
There's one more, and I'm really surprised it's not the first thing that jumped out at people.
Oh, I think I know. Oh wait, just kidding.
Someone else has to go.
I read that wrong.
Who's winning? Young is 5. GJ has 4. Liana has 3.
Real fans would know. It's not his temple.
That's correct. He was injured towards his throat.
Oh,
Vader was about to, behead him with his own lightsaber, which is pretty dark.
So
but yeah, that's it.
6. That's 6 for that one. Or that's it for that one. All right, next statement. In Always 2, while the Ghost crew tries to escape the Inquisitors and the Ghost, they are held back by the 5th brother and 7th sister. As the 5th brother tries to simultaneously close the bay doors, 7th sister protests, "I cannot hold them on my own," while deflecting incoming blaster bolts. Finally, they lose strength and the Ghost escapes, pulling the 5th brother off his feet. The scene is playing through Young and Eliana's head.
No, I remember this.
I think I've got it.
The dialogue.
Real
What is it, Eliana?
fans would know it's the Phantom that escapes.
That is correct.
Yeah. Yes.
It's funny when someone else says it. I'm like, oh
It's
yeah.
General Maileron. Or Colonel Maileron.
Yeah. Commander Maileron. Yeah.
There we go.
What else?
Yes. Okay. So real fans would know that the Ghost crew. It's real fans would. Oh, I can't go. Never mind.
Well, yeah, Young, go ahead.
Real fans would know. He doesn't try to close the bay doors. He's just trying to force keep him back.
That was an overcorrection.
Okay.
Somebody else steal this from me. Get that damn point.
Oh, real fans would know he doesn't try to close the bay doors.
No! I was so close to the attention and I lost.
Okay.
All right, what else?
I have another one, but I can't go yet.
Wait.
Yes, TJ, yes, you're really good at guessing.
Yeah. just quietly. You can go. Just overcorrect yourself, and I'll fix it. It's fine.
No, you've got this. You've got.
Are we gonna allow it? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you got that previous point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have another one.
Yeah, someone else has to guess in between.
I know. I'm waiting patiently.
Real fans would know that the fifth brother doesn't simultaneously do it as the seventh sister protest. I don't know. That was a wild guess.
I'm not gonna say incorrect or correct. It's basically the same thing as what Ileana just fixed.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Can I go?
Well, young.
Okay.
Reeser,
Real fans would.
Young
Oh,
Reeser.
Young first. Go Young.
Real fans.
Go
No,
Young.
it's not the full ghost crew.
That's
line!
no, that's neither here nor there. It's not.
It's not the full ghost
Real
crew
fans
though.
would know it's Chopper, Zeb, Ezra, and Sabine.
Not the full ghost crew.
I know, but I am
Not the
using.
full ghost crew.
I am using ghost crew liberally here, so it won't
Okay,
it won't
fine.
be incorrect by omission.
Young, you've fallen into my trap.
That's what.
It's like
that's
it's
one of the
right, but it's not
rules.
right.
It's one of the rules. It's not going to be incorrect by omission or by by lack of specificity.
That's one of the rules. It's not
I'll
right.
guess one more time.
ahead, TJ.
Real fans would know they didn't escape because they lost strength. Was that said already?
That wasn't said, but that's also incorrect.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Real fans would know it's not blaster bolts.
That is incorrect.
Ooh,
Yo,
me.
Is this
Yeah.
like a trick?
Real fans would know. They're not. They don't. He doesn't get pulled off of his feet,
that is incorrect.
but he gets blasted backwards.
Nope.
Damn it.
Actually, that is correct.
Ugh.
Oh,
I feel like I said that in the beginning, didn't I?
No, that is correct. That is correct.
I
There's
don't
more.
recall.
There's more. So the correction to that is the seventh sister got pulled off of their feet.
Oh.
And I will give
Okay.
you guys a clue as we try to expedite this. If the fifth brother
Okay.
is not closing the bay doors, then who is actually
so-
deflecting? Who can guess first on that one?
Real fans would know it's the
Someone.
seventh sister who's deflecting the blaster bolts.
I'm sorry. What was the statement?
Wait, okay.
Real fans would know that the fifth. Wait. So the seventh sister gets blown off her feet. So the seventh sister is the one. The fifth brother is the. I'm so lost. Oh my god!
I know,
It's the
I know.
opposite of the
Alright,
thingy.
TJ.
Go ahead, TJ.
It's actually the fifth brother that says I cannot hold them on my own.
Oh, that is incorrect.
No!
Wait, let me try this.
So-
Let me try this.
Okay, I
As
got
the fifth
this.
brother, no, the
Guys, this makes me feel really
for fuck's
dumb.
sake, hang on. This is too much brain gymnastics with
I
mine in
feel
my
like-
system.
I feel like y'all might be out of guesses though.
Yeah.
No, we're not. God damn it! This is a group effort.
I'm looking for a
the
white
seventh
flag and I don't
sister
have one.
tries
so
to close the bay doors.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what? I don't even know anymore. What was your hint?
Yeah, what's happening?
Okay, so it was already corrected that the fifth brother wasn't trying to close the bay doors. Okay.
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 What was the fifth brother doing?
So
Who's trying to hold the ghost crew back?
He's just doing fifth brother stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to hold the
I don't
hands are
know.
back. There we go.
If the seventh sister
I-
couldn't hold them on her own, what is the fifth brother doing?
Oh, deflecting the blasters. Real fans will know that
Blasters.
his brother was deflecting the blasters. I don't know what words are.
That yes, that is correct. But I'm not going to give you any
Okay.
more points for that because was that what you were going to guess, Choco?
Yes.
Group effort, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
I
y'all.
just wanted, I just wanted to end it.
Yeah.
All right, so just for solidarity, they both hold them back. and then they start shooting.
Oh.
The fifth brother stops holding back and starts deflecting, while the seventh sister tries to close the doors with their other hand. And then she says, "I can't hold them on my own." And then they escape, and she loses her strength and gets pushed or pulled forward.
I believe you.
All right, next statement, Choco. Here we go. Hopefully, it's not as bad.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
In steps into the darkness, the ghost crew mounts a daring rescue to break Hondo Onaka out of prison to get information from him. When Zeb hacks the door open, Hondo greets them by saying, "Hairy guy, Mando girl, Ezra Bridger, my, look how you have grown." The secret Hondo had was the location of a hidden Imperial salvage base called Braca Station, where rebel ships are dismantled for scrap.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Ellie.
Who was first?
I did not see, I was reading.
I think Young was first.
I've got.
Okay. Oh, maybe this isn't the right one. Oh shit. Hang on. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Wait, hang on. Hondo. Real fans will know Hondo doesn't say hairy guy, Mando girl, and Ezra Bridger.
That is correct. He says purple guy.
Purple guy.
Not hairy
Okay.
guy.
I've got another one.
All right,
That was
Eliana?
mine.
Real fans would know it is not rebel ships. For public ships.
That is incorrect. It was rebel ships that were being dismantled.
No, it's the Y-Wings, the Old Republic Y-Wings.
I understand your frustration, but this is actually a direct quote from Hondo. And the
Fine.
rebellion was already using Y-Wings.
I have a guess.
All
Do
right.
it, TJ.
Kind of
Do it.
rumor. Real fans would know they didn't just break him out of prison just to get information.
No, that's the only reason.
Because weren't they like trying to like actually take him to like show them?
No, everyone was pissed that that Ezra wanted to save him to begin with. Eliana?
Ezra was like homies with him.
Real
wasn't he?
fans would know it's Steps into Darkness. Real fans would know the episode is Steps into Darkness Part 1.
This is fantastic.
I am out of my league. I am gonna just say it now. I am out of the league.
That's not something I would ever make someone guess.
If this was prequel
Is
knowledge,
this like the title crawl all over again?
I mean, Choco, you say that's not something you would do, but you literally gave us the Revenge of the Sith speech in the first letters only.
I also got
Yeah,
the Revenge
well,
of the
'cause
Sith
it was a
letters,
very-
and I got the title crawl for Phantom Attack of the Clones or Phantom Menace or whatever it was.
It was a very common meme I wanted to try. But yeah.
I'm right though.
Are we out of guesses?
Like for the record.
Can I guess again? I forget whose turn it is. Am I
Go
last?
ahead, TJ, because I got nothing.
It's not my turn.
Real fans would know they weren't dismantled for scrap. They were dismantled for something else.
That's incorrect. They were dismantled for scrap.
Let me
I'm
try
just
something.
shooting.
Young?
Real fans would know it isn't Zeb who hacks open the door.
That's correct. It is Sabine that has opened the door. And there's one more. But
I gotta guess.
What's funny is the ones I think are the most obvious are the last ones. It's weird. What were you going to say, Eliana?
Real fans would know it's not Braca Station.
That's correct. Braca is the planet from Jedi Fallen Order in the beginning. It's, it wasn't that planet.
Rude.
I thought you guys
So
would.
rude.
I thought. Oh, I apologize.
I'm just kidding.
It was called
like,
Reclam Station.
I literally have Zepho tattooed on my arm. Like I should know that. I should know that.
This is why it's so much. It's so different from trivia questions. because
That's harder, you
Yeah.
jerks. Yeah, no, it's so fun. It's so
We
easy,
could-
though.
Yeah, like trivia, I win regularly. Like I won trivia at my local Comic-Con. I won money.
would you like 1 week to be trivia questions from us?
Oh my god, can
No.
we trivia you guys? I have trivia.
No,
to shoot Star Wars
absolutely not.
things.
Not from you.
I'll be like,
That'd be fun.
Actually, TJ, I think they have done something where the tables are turned on them. The turntables happen, and they have to answer the questions.
yeah,
I think it was
like
Marianne.
fast paced.
We would be so mean. We would be so mean.
That is so. That is not something that is unique to Marianne. If you guys next week want to submit statements,
And make us
totally
guess.
can.
Yeah.
That either
I
Choco or
will.
I will guess.
I'm gonna spend the whole week finding things that y'all can't answer.
And by the way, we actually don't even know each other's. We're reading them as you are and having to figure them out as well.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay,
Which
where do
is-
I
which-
submit?
So I'll DM you how to submit them because for the purposes of us not seeing them beforehand, you have to submit files
Fair.
that I use. So that's the files that show up when I click them on like this. Instead of editing them and putting them in myself. So it's basically
I will do it.
It's
No
basically
worries.
a text file. If you just write down in your notepad and then save a text file and then you send it to me named a certain file name, then it will automatically update in this program so I don't have to see it. All right, second to last statement. And everyone is welcome to write statements for Choco and I to fight against.
Yes.
When the Ghost Crew used liberally that term, go hunting for Jupa with Rex, Wolf, and Gregor, Zeb is tethered out front of the walker because he's a great hunter. Upon approaching the hotspot, Wolf explains that they may be able to catch a big bongo that day. As the Jupa finally shows up, Zeb says, "Oh, dang, Farrick."
Young.
Ellie.
You guys went at the exact same time. I was watching that one.
Fine, let
she's gonna take
TJ
it.
try to
You're
guess.
stupid.
Let TJ try to guess, and then we'll
No,
go through
no,
the
no.
thing.
It's
You guess
okay.
actually really well.
I know.
Let's run it in order because I saw everyone simultaneously. Let's run it in order of current least to most points. How's that?
Current to least, okay.
Okay.
Young is in the lead.
Oh, okay. Real fans.
No, I was
know
gonna say
that
so. Then Young doesn't go. Whoever has the
Okay.
lowest.
Oh,
Goes to give
TJ
chance.
goes first.
Real fans would know that it's not Big Bongo.
That is incorrect. It is Big Bongo.
What?
That's how Wolf explains the Jupa or names the Jupa.
Never mind.
Eliana is next with 5 points.
Real fans would know that Zeb does not say Dank Ferric.
That's correct.
Carabas.
Okay, now that I've had it correct, can I take a stab at what he does say, or will I lose the point?
You have the point. What do you think he said?
Carabas!
All right, what else?
Real
Young?
fans would know he isn't tethered to the walker because he's a great hunter.
That is correct.
He's the bait.
That was gonna be my
He's the bait.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, I got one.
Eliana?
Real fans would know Gregor says that they'll be able to catch Big Bongo.
That is correct.
That's a good one. I would not have
With
gotten
his
that.
signature little giggle.
I feel like I should know. I feel like I wish I knew that this is Rebels because I've seen this like so long ago and it was only like one time and I've watched the last season so many times, but then there's like, it's been a while. It's been a while and I need to rewatch this.
Sounds like a rewatch is in order.
There's no better time than now, right?
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
just to clarify, we're not coming up with these statements by memory either. We are.
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
them too.
Yeah, of course.
Last statement from Choco.
In the name of the rebellion, Hera's squadron was attacked while on a covert espionage mission. Only 4 Y-Wings, including one flown by Mark Matten, returned to Yavin Base, having barely survived the ambush. They came in hot, angled their deflectors, dumped their fuel, and jettisoned all unnecessary weight before lowering the landing skids and sliding to a stop. Yes, you were very much first.
Real fans would know that one of them is piloted by Biggs.
That is incorrect.
Are you sure?
Real.
Go ahead, Young.
Definitely
no,
Biggs.
TJ was right before me.
Real fans would know the number wasn't 4 Y-Wings.
That's incorrect. It was
Oh my God.
back.
Okay,
Young?
let me try this. Real fans would know. Okay. It's not Mart.
Oh,
That is correct. It was not Mark Matten. So I know you want to give the answer, Eliana. Is that what you're going to say, Eliana?
no, I have another one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was, and that's where you were off, Eliana. It wasn't Biggs, it was Wedge.
Thought so.
Wait! Oh, run!
Are you okay?
Okay. Okay, I have one though.
Go ahead, Eliana.
Real fans would know that they jettisoned their fuel and dumped unnecessary weight.
That is
Order of operations is very important. MDUS, y'all.
that is
Yeah.
that is incorrect.
I'm pretty sure it's right, but okay.
Let me try this.
All right, Young.
Real fans know it wasn't base.
I'm sorry, I didn't. You cut out
Real
for a second.
fans know it wasn't Yavin base.
That's incorrect. It was Yavin Base.
I'm white flag. I give up on this one. I'm just gonna.
All right, but this is the last one.
Real fans would know it's a shame there hasn't been a single chopper-related question this entire episode.
This is true.
This is on purpose.
Real fans would know it wasn't an espionage mission.
That's correct. It was a supply run.
Nice.
And there's one last one. And Eliana was close to it.
So, okay, I know where in the sentence it is. So, real fans would know they angled their shields.
I mean, it's deflector shields, but the specific line is angle their deflectors. All right, sounds like we're ready to throw it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pep, do you know what it is?
Stumped. Just stumped.
I guess real fans would know they didn't lower their landing skids, or was that said?
No, they did lower the landing skids, but the thing that was incorrect is they didn't jettison all unnecessary weight. I just added that. They specifically, yeah.
All right. Well, by virtue of destiny, 2. Young has won by with 10 points.
Yeah.
Eliana in second place with 7 points. TJ in third place with 4 points.
Okay, but that's because somebody left. Because Hazel.
No,
I wouldn't have been last.
Hazel had 1.
Yeah.
So, like, theoretically, if those 3 that had been technically right but weren't right, I could have tied. I'm going to take it.
We all win.
But also, your guesses were really damn good there, TJ.
Yeah, no, TJ came in and kicked ass. That's good. All right, so we know.
I'm trying to think of what we can give you.
Do you have anything hunter related?
Yeah, really. Give her something hunter related.
All right, well, I'll surprise you with something hunter.
I will send you a collection of bootleg Lego Bad Batch from season 1.
Oh my god, yes, please. Thank you so much.
I will
Also,
send
remember
you
Bucks
a hunter
Choco?
body pillow.
Yes.
Wait, do you not already have one, Young?
No, I haven't found one. I haven't found one. Although
Either
Element
way.
thinks I'm going to be doing some unspeakable things to that body pillow, which is not what my intrusive thoughts are saying. I explained in what my
I said
intrusive
none of
thoughts
that.
are.
I'm just saying, if you get one made, you have to. You remember we've spoken about the tattoos, we've spoken about the jewelry. It's all got to be there.
Oh, so we got to be naked in this body pillow. Okay. Or it could be one of those ones where it's like
I never
glitter.
said that.
It's like
I
you
just
go one
thought it.
direction and it's his armor, and you go the other direction and it shows what he's like underneath. Jocko's like, I'm so done with y'all.
I'm just gonna wait a second before I put my headphones back on. I feel like I shouldn't be here for this.
This is the spicy Dyad in the fourth. Dyad after
Really
dark.
unhinged thing, Dyad.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys.
Eliana was
All
the one who
right.
said it. I just added.
This
You
is
should. Young and I's DMs are a little unhinged.
It's fine. This is a rated M stream anyway.
I mean,
Although
I
you
did
will
get
not
put
find
out last week, so.
you will not find that I said any of that.
Young, did you see my most unhinged DM? I'll message you about it later. Never mind.
I'll see it in a minute.
All
Anywho,
I
check
said-
What I want to do with the Ken noise.
If I can find a hunter body pillow, you'll have it. But otherwise, if I can't, it'll be a surprise.
Okay. But yeah, Choco, where are my books?
Huh?
Where are my books?
Which books? Am I supposed to give you books?
I won 2 books.
Oh, you did win 2
I won a
books.
Darksaber at one point.
I will send them all together.
Or you can just give it to me next year in California, so you don't have to pay the shipping costs.
That's fine. I'm no longer unemployed like I was, so that was giving me some grief.
Oh, so congratulations on job. Haven't heard that up.
Yay!
Yes, I am employed. I'm doing a lot of training, and it hurts my brain sometimes, but I'm living.
Oh, I feel that, Choco. I feel that.
Which, by the
I'm
way,
also no longer unemployed.
I think I told Hazel this, but we'll send her the details as well. But TJ, May 1st to May 5th next year, no celebration, but there's a Dyad Con.
You should come.
We'll all be in Anaheim.
You should come. It's gonna be crazy.
They're working on getting a hotel blocks. I know there's probably still some people who have who need roommates, or if you're in the area, I have no idea where you live. I'm not going to ask that so you don't dox yourself. But yeah, you should come.
She lives in Hoth.
Yeah, I live on Hoth.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty much actually, but I know that we were planning on doing Disney like with the whole like Thank the Maker crew anyways. Like I know that they were planning on doing some stuff, and like Princess and Scoundrel, because we all were on the Star Cruiser on May 4th, and that was going to be a yearly thing, and now we can't. So
cool.
this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, we don't
the
have
best
any,
part about cons is hanging out with your friends and stuff, so that's what most of this will be.
Yeah, essentially, because
Yeah.
the con itself.
It's gonna be
doesn't
super
exist.
fun. I'm probably gonna get nervous and throw up.
So like, there's no actual con. We're just calling it DiCon or Dyad Con.
No, it's Daikon.
And everyone, we're all just gonna be in the
DiCon.
same area.
Radish.
We do have plans to do a karaoke night for Lady Dragon JJ's birthday on May 4th. There's also days set aside for the park if people want to go to the park, or if they want to go to Star Wars night as well.
Yeah, are you guys gonna do like cosplay and stuff when you go into the park? Like
I would love to try.
Whatever you
I'm very
want.
lazy. I have all
Can
these
you do
cosplays in my head, but will I do them?
Young,
No.
you have to do your Sabine.
Girl, I got so much I got to deal with, and work's been absolutely fucking crazy.
Young, if you do your Sabine, I'll bring my Kanan or my Ezra.
I think I'm actually gonna
Young
do.
is trying to save the reefs. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Coral.
I'm sorry. corp.
I could get into that, but you guys don't have an hour left on the stream, so
I was gonna save the reefs. That's cool.
I'll do I'm actually willing to do like a channel on the Dyad to talk about what's going on in case anybody is curious, because it affects all of us.
I'm gonna hear about the
for
reefs.
context. TJ,
I'm gonna hear about the reefs.
I'm a coral biologist, and they're not doing well, so it's been a little rough. Rough.
Well,
I want to hear about the reefs. So much more fun than my work.
It's not fun when everything's done.
See, everybody here is like
nobody gives a
cool
shit.
jobs. Like Young's saving the planet.
No, I'm not.
We'll think about adding it to the programming for Dyad.
Now, a quick question, and this is part of the con, the Dyad con. I haven't done Disney bounding in Anaheim. Can you do that? Because I've only been to the Florida one while bounding.
So you can definitely do bounding, but I believe Star Wars Night specifically is a night that they allow.
Star Wars Night is full cosplay. You just can't wear a helmet or a mask.
If you do your Ventress, if you come, oh my god, I would love to see that.
Yeah, like you could do your Ventress.
They probably wouldn't let me do face paint.
Yes, face paint.
I think
so.
they
You
would,
can't
'cause then
go
you're not
in
covering
before like
your
4 or
actual
5.
face.
Yeah, I saw it from this year, so I think you're good.
Yeah, I'd be into it. I'm definitely interested for sure.
Oh my god, yes.
Awesome. We'll send you the details on that one. Does everybody have time for Pictionary?
Unfortunately not. I need to shower and
I do.
dishes because I got work tomorrow.
Okay, let me see if
Have fun saving the world, Young.
Yeah,
Everybody have
congratulations
fun.
on winning.
Yeah, thanks. No, I had fun.
Bye, Young. Good job.
See everybody later. Nice meeting you, TJ.
Nice meeting you.
Always a fun time. Pep and Brandon, love you guys very much, and love you too, Eliana. And I love you too, TJ.
Bye,
Just met
Young.
you. But okay, I'll still watch the penis drawings. But I will not be participating. I'll still watch and be yelling at my computer.
Yeah, Tressa, do you know how to pronounce the name I suggested for your Tauntaun, by the way? I just wanted to make sure that you got that joke.
I don't recall which one you sent. I got lots of names.
So I suggested you name it after Alexander the Great's warhorse, which in Greek is Bucephalus, but in Latin it's Bucephalus.
I did not get that joke. Okay.
I didn't think you did.
Was it because
I knew
garnered no reaction?
I knew his horse's name. I did not make that.
So in Latin, that's how it's pronounced, which is why I suggested
Jonathan.
But he's still here.
Is Jonathan going to come to California next year?
Oh, absolutely.
You did pick a good name for Jonathan. It's a great name.
We're gonna get like a huge thing sculpted and ride in on Sir Jonathan.
We also call him Grand Admiral Ton, or Reggie.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, I go now. Everybody have fun.
Alrighty.
Enjoy.
Bye, Young. Go save the world.
Bye, Young.
I'll try.
I should get Paul in here for Pictionary because then that's cheating. But it's great because he can draw so good.
We've had some people, that will bring out a whole drawing pad and like go nuts on them. I just make stick figures and they're terrible.
Oh my god, I have no paper.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't need paper.
I don't need paper?
No.
You're gonna do it on your device. Are you on a laptop right now?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, we're gonna send you a link, and you'll see how it works.
Oh god, be ready.
Hazel?
So yes, we're all drawing with our mouses, which is why things get weird.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to reconfigure some stuff.
What? Daxon was super surprised to see this still love after helping getting the child to bed. Am I the only one that can't parse that?
Go live, maybe? Go live?
Yeah, I think he might be able to come back, but either way, you can always jump into Pictionary at any point in time.
Yes.
But yeah, we should get the link sent out, and we can make sure to send ones directly to Dexon.
Yes, so I'm going to put one in this call. I'm going to send it to everybody else individually as well. TJ, what is your...
And Paul is more than welcome to join.
I don't even know where he is right now. So maybe he will.
We don't normally go this late, but we're having a lot of fun with you guys, and so we appreciate playing the games.
Yeah.
TJ, do you mind if Choco gives me your Discord?
Not at all. I don't really. Okay, full disclosure, I don't really use it that well, so I'm not that good at it. But I'll do my best.
That's fine. Just use it for communication. Also, yeah, you'll be getting an invite to the Dyad Con server where we have everyone there just as like a roster, basically.
Yeah. I'll be one of those just lurking and reading and probably not answering very much, but there's so many social medias. I have a hard time keeping up with all the apps and messages everywhere. I'm sure you guys have the same.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
Threads is out now. There's just so many different things that are happening all at once. And
yeah. Hazel, I told you about DiadCon, right? At
yes,
San
you did.
Diego? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be sending you both the invites to get into the server. You'll see just how many people are actually coming to this thing, and
that's a lot. That's a lot of people.
Are you guys excited? That must be so exciting.
Yeah, it's super cool.
But yeah.
I am. We're also going to have lanyards and placards made, so it'll be somewhat official and
legit.
Burn a hole in our wallets, but it's okay.
Yeah. I took money. You can make more.
No.
Can't take it with you.
I've never heard it said like
but yeah,
that.
if you I see Hazel's in already. If you want to go ahead and hit the link, TJ.
When am I dumb? I feel.
That's the real scene. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the sound cut out because I was in the wrong scene, but now I'm in the right scene. You should be able to hear us all.
All right. That's Eliana who's in. And I think we should get started. And anyone else, because I did send some directly to Dexon and to Cal, so he can join late and beat us all. But yeah.
Okay, let's get started.
Paul's playing.
Yeah, Paul's in. Awesome. So
I can yell at him from down. He's probably somewhere in the house.
There'll be two choices, and you have to pick really quickly, because if you don't pick fast enough, it'll skip your turn.
Oh, 4 words or 4 letters. I'm sorry.
4 letters, and then you type it in the little answer box, whatever you think it is. But I don't know what that is.
Oh, I do, and I don't know the name of it.
Oh, I pressed start. No.
Whoops.
Nice one, Paul. Come on, Hazel.
I don't know the name. I'm not looking it up.
Okay.
I can't like think right now like what to look up. Okay, there we go.
All right, that was K2SO.
Okay, so I pressed this right here, and it definitely took me right out of there. So I didn't know what it was. How do you enter?
Oh, weird. Oh, wait. It's
It
gonna ask me
shows
to.
you in the room.
Oh, I lost my turn. That's fine. Sorry, I didn't know what either of them was, so it's all good.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you have to look up reference pictures, that's totally fine.
I had to look mine up.
Actually, that's what I was trying to do too, and then it like told me, just kidding.
Oh, in that case, so it doesn't give you much time to pick between the two prompts. So
Yeah.
just pick it quickly and then look up. Because this yellow bar right here is like your timer for the entire turn.
Okay.
Let's Jeez. This is not good. Oh, okay.
I'm so used to yelling them out. It's really hard to not just yell answers out loud. But
This is just getting worse all the time. I'm so sorry.
Does it say how many letters? I wouldn't guess, but.
did I get it?
No. K-O. Angry
No,
Chief.
it would say you're correct if you got it.
Oh, okay. It looks like an angry koala, and it's so bad. I'm so sorry.
What is that even? What is that even?
Oh, what is happening there?
What was it?
It was a Keldor, the same species as a Plo Koon. But I was struggling. It was really bad. So I'm sorry.
Don't be. I see it now.
Oh. It kicked me out. That's okay. Frick.
Oh no.
Try doing the link on your computer. It might be easier.
Yeah.
It's Yoda, but blue. Bloda.
Luda.
Holy crap.
What?
Huh?
Okay, I'm even further from it. Pete.
Jedi's. Oh wait, become. Oh wait.
Oh my God, this is. That makes sense.
What was it? Oh.
Those letters really
Paul, pick fast.
hurt my mind.
That made sense now of the blue.
That's true.
And we lost TJ again.
Yeah, I tried to open in my computer and it was like not. Oh, Paul's gonna be such a butthead.
Oh,
Oh, the last Jedi. Every time. Oh, we both had the same one. Darth.
God, that's so good. Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
Kyle,
That's hard.
that's hard, but
What
that the
transfer?
minute you did the X eyes, yeah.
Rise of
Oh,
Skywalker.
jeez.
It was so obvious. Okay, that's
Why?
yeah.
Too much.
It was too easy.
Alright, I'm gonna have to look it up.
I feel like Paul was using a pad there.
Are you cheating?
It's not cheating. It's all good. Oh, that's clearly Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
This is a Jedi.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh! But does Paul know that we don't?
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Draw
Okay.
them all.
Hey, we got Dexon joining.
Oh, shoot. How do I draw this?
Just click on one. Just make sure you click on it first so you don't lose.
Yeah, I
the
did.
Okay.
I just,
And all you have to do is try and make us say the word, right? It doesn't have to be
It's-
good. Otherwise, I would
4
lose
words.
always.
Oh, God.
It's 4 words.
Reincarnated as a slime.
That's all I could think.
And then
Is that me? Are you drawing me?
I'll say 2 of you guys got it. This is all I got.
Jesus, what is this?
It's Jabba with a puka shell necklace.
I'm so sorry, that's all I got.
What is it?
Return
It's
of the
Return of the
Jedi.
Jedi. We're getting movie titles. That's so. Yeah, it's. Oh my goodness.
You don't usually get those, huh?
Okay, let's see here. Oh, why is that so wide? Sorry.
Oh,
What?
it kicks me again. So I'll be like this, and I'll cheer, and I'll guess in my head.
Okay.
I'll be a part of it.
What is even those letters? Oh.
It's...
Got it.
You know,
Sound effects are the best part.
I don't know what else to do. Okay, Dexon got it.
Wow.
All right, Eliana got it as well.
Oh my goodness.
It's poultry.
All right, they were the whistling birds from The Mandalorian.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
it makes sense. The sounds now.
Pat,
Go, Ellie,
real quick,
go.
did you change the point limit?
What do you mean? I didn't change it for this one, but it's the default this time.
Okay. You can't. I
Great,
mean,
give it up.
I guess. Thank you.
World.
Ah,
Don't patronize me. Of course I'm close. I just don't know the last word. What?
Oh, and this is probably right outside of where you stopped in Rebels.
Okay.
I know what it is, but I can't yell, and I want to yell so bad.
Yell it.
Just yell it.
It's that World Between Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you did a good job. Because I knew what it was. Oh, Paul. Here we go.
Here comes the drawing tablet. Oh, it's phallic already.
A penis. It's a penis.
Okay. Being overt. Oh,
Oh my goodness! Why is my brain not?
brain not braining.
It's... What's that green part? What are you doing to that?
It's flourish.
It's this.
Yeah, it was a bit of garnish. It's like cilantro at the end. You know?
Perfect.
Cilantro.
All right, I'm giving you this hint because I'm only gonna draw one thing.
Oh.
Happy. Oh, that's so good.
The answer may or may not be a meme.
I feel like I'm just gonna act it out as he draws it. That's gonna be my job because my app's not working.
He's so happy.
If I see this meme and I actually know it, I'm gonna be so upset.
Beautiful.
Ha is how I'm hearing it in my head.
Ah!
That's all you get.
I have
Use
definitely
the
seen the
letters.
meme. Oh no. Ellie, don't say that. I'm gonna be now sad. Oh. Damn it.
I am the Senate.
This music sounds like Rocket League, and it makes me really want to play Rocket League.
It's a good game.
I'm really bad at it, but it's good.
Some short arms, Dachshund.
Size matters not. Come on.
That was good. I approve.
Is that like Sir Gas? Looks like Sir Gascon.
Oh, Meeber?
Gascon Meeber. Meeber Gascon, sorry. I was thinking of Sir Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you, Ellie, for that hint.
Jeez.
He had the vest.
Alright, Hazel.
Oh, okay. Hoping y'all will get this.
Oh, and also at DICON, we will be playing a big game of Pictionary at some point.
Can I yell?
Yes.
Can it be real Pictionary so I can yell out the
Yes.
answers?
No,
So
we're all
loud?
gonna be in person over a call.
Oh, you never know. They might be like playing it on their phone quietly.
We're gonna
Everyone
send
get
everybody
yourself-
invite links from their hotels. For their hotel
I'm still
rooms.
gonna yell it out loud if we're all close to each other, and then just ruin the entire game.
Okay, I guess it's not.
That's not Daddy Kenobi?
Mm-mm. Green. He has a green shirt. At least I hope that's green, otherwise I'm colorblind.
No, it's a good drawing.
Oh, thank you.
I
You will frown.
This is not gonna go the way I think.
Yay!
Oh gosh, I was waiting for.
You even drew his
that is
shoulder
good.
pauldron and stuff too. No, it was good.
I was waiting for the ponytail. The ponytail is the signifier for me.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Okay, I think this is going to be a tough one because unless you are a book reader, yeah. Anyways, let's do.
I'm not gonna yell that out loud.
Why do you know it?
I guessed off of the number of letters.
Is it High Republic, just out of curiosity?
No.
Oh.
That's an awesome drawing.
I don't know why I made him so little, but he.
Good boy.
I don't know.
You're close. You're close.
Congrats on the 69 points.
Thank you.
There's just a lot of fic involving. I'm sorry.
Don't
No,
apologize.
I don't even know what that.
It's
Oh,
Eli Vanto. It's a character from the Thrawn book, but like if you don't read the book, he's his little buddy.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, that was good then. Now that I get it. Thrawn's red eyes. Yeah, it all made sense.
Yeah. All right, Ellie. Let's see. That's a high-tech toilet seat.
Oh.
What?
I like the guess, Choco.
I don't. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. But I wasn't wrong.
I feel like you're not wrong. Like it's this.
Oh, I was able to didn't get it. That's fine.
I was laughing because if you think about it, it could be said that way too.
Yeah.
Like a ship, and then you answer a wing.
I love A-Wings. They're one of my faves.
This guy's angry. Jesus. Snape? Professor Snape, is that you?
Got a cute Bob.
Harry Potter. Where did you get
Why
that spell?
Okay.
Oh, I can't guess a name. But
Oh! Oh! Jesus Christ.
Oh
what
my
is this?
goodness! It keeps going close. Oh, that's why. Got it. We made it easier. Okay.
Oh, okay.
did we?
Yes, we did. Definitely the eyebrows are needed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was Price.
It used to be
I was-
but where would you put the H? That was like a confusing thing.
Arinda, it's such a weird. Yeah. It's spelled so weird.
I just picked it and then realized I didn't know how to draw them.
oh no.
I don't know how to draw anything. Also, I appreciate everyone not making fun of my whistling birds because it did start out kind of phallic because I misdrew his arm.
Pretty sure I yelled out the name anyway, so it's fine.
That's the
Making
Iron
a-
Giant. Oh.
Mouse.
With this hairstyle they give little black girls.
Pick your little bun.
Oh crap! I don't have
Here's a-
room
here's a
to
beat.
draw the whole thing, so it's gonna be out of proportion.
Oh my goodness! I was looking at it so weird. Okay.
Were you and I looking at it the same way?
Oh
'Cause
my
I'm-
goodness. The thing that looked like hair buns to me are eyes.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, it's so good then.
Ah!
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Saboba, but like his nose looked like a face, and it looked like he was wearing a hood.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at it too.
Got some tough prompts this time around.
Did you guys auto put prompts, or was that just like a Star Wars generator prompt thing?
We put them in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Maybe. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I like it because he looks like
That frog lady.
the character on SpongeBob. He was like me.
I was thinking the frog lady from Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay. I was suppose that.
Draw that. Okay, wait. Okay. It's 2 words. Oh, that's how I can give a hint. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh.
Maybe I didn't Here's the helmet.
Oh my goodness. That's really good. That's actually really good.
Oh, thank you.
I like for both. It's like you just know it or you don't. There's no guesses for me or Paul. It's just
Oh no!
That was great.
Thank you.
I thought Sith was the one that was close. I kept on guessing Sith.
Oh wait.
what?
That's really good.
How am I close but so far?
There's a specific one.
That's okay.
All right. So that was Grand Inquisitor.
Oh.
But yeah, we can go ahead and exit the game. But that was fun. Thank you guys for hanging out for so long. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
thank you.
my thing wasn't working.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
You were still able to participate.
That was moral support for everybody.
Well, and Paul was in there kicking ass. So
Rude. I'll just say that was my team. That was
yes,
my team.
exactly.
That also means in person for Dyad Con that we're all just going to be there screaming at each other with a giant like whiteboard.
Yes,
I
that's
live
exactly
for
the
that
plan.
chaos. I live for that.
You might have to play in teams as well.
Yes.
Texas says, happy I was able to do that on the phone. Oh, okay.
Nice.
That was fun. Paul, some great drawings there, Paul. Still nothing beats Shock T fighting it.
This is true.
Inside joke,
And
we were playing...
Dexon, if you weren't around for it, you won the giveaway, so I will be giving you the Tales of the Jedi book and the Buryaga Lives pin. So congratulations, and yeah, I'll message you in private so we can arrange to get that sent.
Just to explain that little line with Chuck T fighting Vader, I was drawing Ahsoka versus Vader, and Daxon download guessed, or Daxon was on the call and said, "When did Vader fight Chuck T?" And we were like, "He didn't."
Rude. Obviously, it's Ahsoka.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for being on. One last thing I wanted to clarify, Hazel. You said something earlier that Obi-Wan was your entrance into Star Wars fandom. So
Yeah. Do you want the long story or the short story?
it depends.
Sorry. Shorts.
Actually, give us the long story.
Oh, okay. The long story was never grew up with Star Wars. Even when the Clone Wars were out, I was like, screw Clone Wars. I want to watch Injustice because I've always been a huge DC nerd, like from the start of like birth. Then I got to college, started dating a guy who Star Wars was his thing. So I tried to get into it for him, except he was the type to gatekeep the prequel. So we only watched 4, 5, 6 in preparation for 7. Because at the time, like 7 was still so new, we had no idea what was going on yet. And showed me Red Letter Media's review of the prequels. And if you have not seen it, don't. There's for some reason a long-running rape joke in that, which was super uncomfortable in order to like review the prequels. And I was like, oh, okay, you're the Star Wars expert. I'm just gonna blindly trust you. So watched The Force Awakens, loved it. broke up with him, watched Rogue One
Good.
on my own. Thank you. Watched Rogue One on my own, loved Rogue One. But then I went to The Last Jedi, and I hate to say, was not a fan. So I just said, okay, Star Wars isn't for me. Did not touch Star Wars until Kenobi, because I was just on my friend's account for, it's not even my Disney Plus account, so I was just scrolling on her account, and there was giant Ewan McGregor as a banner of Kenobi, and I was like, I vaguely know this guy. Let me let me just watch this blind, and I fell in love with
Extremely
it.
handsome man. We know this man. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I know this man. He's in a lot of stuff. So let me just see what's this Star Wars project he's in. This small thing of a character who no one knows about, right? So that became my introduction to Star Wars. Like, so it was nice that I got to do it on my own, that I chose to watch this on my own, just fell in love with it. Turns out, like, the prequel era is my favorite era of Star Wars now that I've been able to go back to everything, right? Clone Wars, loved it. But yeah, and after I was telling one of our mutuals, Kay Stanzi, this too, and he was like, why were you introduced to Red Letter Media's review as the first review ever? I'm like, that's what he told me to watch, so I said, okay, I'll watch it. And yeah, and now I'm saltier again. That was my first introduction to it.
It's mean to like push toxicity into someone before they even have a chance, you know?
Yeah, I had no idea what, and the thing is, just because I've always been on internet and fandom, I knew that the actors of the prequels got so much hate. Like, I've always been a Hayden Christensen fan. Like, I just thought he was hot. I knew he was in Star Wars, but never watched Star Wars. But I knew, like, him, Ahmed Best, like, Jake Lloyd, I knew all of the, like, shit everyone was saying about them, so I thought that was really weird that was an introduction to it, was, like, look at how all these millions of people hate them. I was like, why? What does that justify? Because I did like the originals. I did like The Force Awakens. You didn't need to like shit on another series for me to like the others. I will say, like, personally, the originals just didn't stick with me, and The Force Awakens is still my favorite of the sequels. So it was like on. And then I have I'm also a Trekkie, so that's probably also it too. Like, I was really into Star Trek before Star Wars anyway, so there's also that.
Yeah, I remember some of this story when we talked at Comic-Con. I was just trying to clarify how long you've been a Star Wars fan.
When did Kenobi come out?
So last year.
That's how long. Yeah, just
That's
last
awesome.
year.
really
2 years ago now. It was Celebration, but no,
It was 2022.
Yeah, it was last year.
It's when
I cried
just
enough
last
tears. I should know the year.
I know, it
Kenobi,
feels.
we saw the first episode. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking because there was 2 celebrations, but that's like a year and a few months.
Yeah, the
Oh,
London was just 2 months ago. It wasn't a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, we have a knack for inviting a lot of guests onto Dyad who had their first Star Wars experience being the sequels. Some of them I believe had their first Star Wars be Andor.
Oh, okay.
Which is awesome.
That's an
It's just-
interesting. That's a really cool introduction for them, then.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes
It's
to
one of my
show-
favorite things. When people come in at a different time period, they have a different view. Like, Star Wars is something different. You know, coming in with the originals, Star Wars for me is the story of Luke Skywalker, and then we went back to see how this is. But if you start with it all together, it's Anakin's story. Yeah, it's just really interesting to hear the different perspectives. I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, it's always great to hear. It's always great to hear where somebody started, how they got introduced, and their views on the entirety of what they've consumed so far, based on where they started. It's always different, and it's always, you know, puts it into perspective for us as fans, you know. And so that's a happy accident, you know.
Right.
So
And we take the happy accidents.
yes, we do. So yeah, thank you so much for being on, Hazel and TJ. Well, we could start with TJ as well if you want to reiterate where everyone can follow you on your socials.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having me. Like, it's been an honor to come on here and shoot the shit with you guys. I'm allowed to say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
This
Yeah.
this may be the longest episode of Dyad, so you're also making history.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Everyone can find me. I'm mostly on TikTok. I don't really post on YouTube that much, but TikTok you can find me, drop it like it's hot, and Instagram you can find me, drop it like it's hot .tj.
Right on.
Yes.
And Hazel?
Yeah, I am Das Hazel, both on YouTube and Instagram, and then on TikTok is _Das_Hazel_ because the regular Das Hazel was taken by me 2 years ago, who then forgot the account, so I could not recover it.
You are inadvertently in the underscore gang, which is what we call everyone that has to deal with underscores in their names because their names were taken.
I love that. I'm glad to be part of that gang too.
Awesome.
I didn't join that gang. I thought dots were cool. I guess I missed the mark on that one, but
Hey, if you have any other socials like threads to join, make sure there's underscores in there. We'll get you in the game.
I know now.
Oh, don't follow me on Threads. That I'm making extra curse as a punishment to Mark Zuckerberg. So just don't follow me there.
Okay.
I love the juxtaposition because I got a blue check mark on Threads as a punishment to Elon.
Oh. Congrats on the blue check mark.
Oh no, it's not an accomplishment. It's just something that I paid for, just to kind of be like.
Don't tell
hey.
anybody. Nobody has to know. Shh.
No,
Famous.
that's
Come on.
I think that's the only way you can get a check mark on Instagram. Other than
Is it really?
Other than being like
Recently, yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of like a protest purchase for X or whatever it's being called nowadays. But yeah, that will do it for this episode of Dyad in the Force 132. Next week, what are we doing next week, Choco? Anything?
The same thing we do every week. Try and take over the world. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said it. I was gonna say it if you didn't.
As y'all should.
Yeah, we'll play things by ear. Always supporting the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strike in solidarity. We won't be posting anything about Ahsoka or anything like that, or just continue with the books and the comics and catch up for everybody who is trying to catch up. And Hazel, let me know when you start Light of the Jedi. I'd love your perspective, and of course, you guys are always welcome to come back when you guys catch up, so that you can provide us with your thoughts on the High Republic. Oh,
I'd love to.
Thank you.
Actually, next week we might actually talk about Rise of the Red Blade.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good thing to do.
Yeah, I do have someone that said they wanted to come on to Dyad to talk about it, so if you have time in between, Rise of the Red Blade is out already. And if you need audiobooks, let me know.
And it's an easy read.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, then thank you.
But yeah, I think that's it. Choco, do you have any final thoughts?
Nope, that is it.
Okay.
On to the next one.
You took the words right out of my mouth. For Light and Life.
We are all the Dyad.
May the Force be with you.
All right. Good night.